evening, everybody, and welcome to Pawnee, Illinois, as we get ready for more playoff football here in the I8FA on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed, as I'll be taking you along here this evening as we get ready to see the number one team in I8FA, according to the latest polls, as Pawnee, the Indians, set to take on Metro East, who is making their first playoff appearance in the I8FA. So a pretty special moment here for the Knights. It's only their third trip, I believe, to the playoffs since they have in school history. Only their third ever playoff appearance, their first in the I8FA. So it's going to be an exciting night here tonight as we get ready for the national anthem here tonight on TSSR Game Time Live. We appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. We will take a break here as the start of the national anthem is coming up, and then we will have the starting lineups here and get ready to go here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We're now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed, as I'll be taking you along again here this evening, as it is the final game of the first round of the I8FA first round of the playoffs here. And we are excited to have this one for you here. The number one team in I8FA, the Pawnee Indians, taking on the Knights of Metro East Lutheran, as they will battle it out here tonight for a trip to the second round. Again, all the first-round matchups are in the books here. Pawnee comes into this one 9-0, fresh off of a win, a 42-14 win over Milford Cisna Park back on October 26th, while the Knights come into this one having notched a win. Now, they had a forfeit win against Schlarman. That was back on the 25th. And then they got a win. Their last game that I believe they actually played was back against Blue Ridge. That happened on October 18th. So it's good to have everybody along here tonight. Feel free to get into the comments. We would love to hear from you here this evening, as it was a busy one last night in the comment section as I was up in Polo, Illinois. Happy to bring this one to you here as we're about ready to go here. As the opening kickoff, Metro East will kick it right to left in their road white uniforms here. So Pawnee will get the start here with the football. And from everyone I've been told, everywhere I've talked to here, my camera guy last night, a couple of guys here in attendance tonight, number 9 going to be the guy to watch here for the Indians, Carson Wart. He is a senior, 5'10", 190 pounds. And we are underway here as that one booted towards the 30-yard line, and that one's going to careen its way out of bounds. And it'll be decent field position here for the Indians as they will move left to right in their home red, white, and blues here this evening. Red uniforms there with blue numbers, little white trim on those with the white helmets. Good to have everybody along here tonight. Again, feel free to get into those comments, leave your reactions to how things are playing out here tonight. Actually, we're going to have a re-kick. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty, so Not the decent field position we thought. So we'll have another go at it here as Metro East Lutheran. The Knights, 1 second has ticked off the clock, but we'll try this again here after the kick out of bounds. Number 23, that is Drake Lubert. And he will boot it deep here for the Knights. Kicking it from right to left as you look at your screen here this evening. Beautiful night here, beautiful fall night. That one high into the air, and that one is going to be caught at the 40-yard line and breaking away from tacklers, but losing some yardage on that return. It'll be number 40, Lucas Size, with the return, the sophomore. And now we are officially underway here from Pawnee, Illinois. Good little jaunt from where I am anyway in Burlington, Iowa. The about 3-hour journey down here today. Beautiful day for a drive. 11:54 as we are officially underway here. The Indians will have it moving left to right here. 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side. Here's the snap. They hand it off, and it's big number 9, Wart. But he's met in the backfield. A couple of big guys back there. The one main man there, I believe that's number 73. That's Caleb Dixon getting into the backfield. Nope, that's number 77. Don't have a number 77 on my roster. But that is a loss on the first play from scrimmage for Wart. That's a loss of 2 on the play, maybe 3. So it'll be second down and long as we're back underway here. 1 wide receiver on each side, moving the man in motion. Here's the snap. Here's a little pitch as they're trying to get to the outside, looking for the corner, and he does get to the corner before he's shoved out of bounds. That's Eric Bettis on the carry there. Good gain. That's going to get those yards that he lost back and then some. That's a gain of about 8 on that play, maybe 7.
Stop by number 1.
It'll set up third down and 5. Ball at the 44-yard line, just underway. It's going to be a cool night here. Hopefully not as cool as last night when we were in Polo. I had to have the window open, make sure I didn't have any glare. And, whoo, boy, it got cold, I will say that. Caden Ward is the starting quarterback, moving another man in motion. Here's the snap. Ward steps back to pass. He's going to take it himself, but he is taken down. Taken down in the backfield, Tyler Calvert there to get the sack. And it's back to the original line of scrimmage. But that is it, and a 4th down upcoming, potentially a 3-and-out here for the Knight defense. Good start to this ball game here. Good crowd on hand here in Pawnee as we are just underway here, 10 minutes in, or 10 minutes to go, I should say. 1 wide receiver on each side. They're going to go for it. There's 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Ward is going to step back. He's going to throw it left side, looking for blockers, and he's going to be about a half a yard short. As that, the intended receiver there, that is number 2. That's Ethan Fulton. And he's going to be about a half a yard shy. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and the Knights will take over on the plus side of the field. How about that?
Indians will turn over on downs.
9:44 to go here in the first, and now the Knights will have the ball on the plus side of the field on the 48-yard line, and they will have a chance to make a statement here in this first-round playoff game. Last first-round playoff game here in I8FA. As the quarterback out there for Metro East. Takes the snap, turns, hands it off, looking for a big hole. He's got it, and big number 24, that's Andrew Adams.
Number 24, Andrew Adams with the carry.
He's got a good carry on first down, gain of 5. Starting quarterback for Metro East. I believe I saw that was number 14. That is number 14. And that is Abe Oberhauser. Yellow Bank Sports Network in the comments. Loving the 8-man football. There's the handoff. Getting it back to Andrew Adams, and that's a loss on the play. Loss of 2. And now it'll be third down and long. That's actually a loss of 3, excuse me. Third down and long for the Knights.
Metro East Third down.
And they took it back. It's back to 2. Okay, so it was a loss of 2. Always go with your guts, kids. I'd say that every broadcast, I feel like. But, yes, 8-man football. Nothing quite like it here. Playoff 8-man football there at Yellowbank Sports Network. 2 wide receivers to the left, none on the right. As Oberhauser steps back, looks to throw, rolls out. Now he rolls back to the far side of the field. He's going to get to the corner, and he might have himself a first down. He falls forward. He does have a first down. What a run there by Abe Oberhauser as he makes his way for 10. That play looked like it was blown up by the defensive coverage there on that one. However, he's able to get the job done with his feet. Oberhauser, 10-yard gain on 3rd down and 7. And that will set up the Knights with a first down. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 37-yard line, maybe the 36-yard line. Knights again moving right to left here. 2 wide receivers left. Here's the snap. Oberhauser, a little draw play. He's going to take it right side. He breaks a tackle, and he's on his way to the sideline. Breaks another tackle.
Number 14.
And that is another good run by Oberhauser, as that is a gain of about 13 on that play. Oberhauser. Yes, good point there, Yellowbank Sports Network. Where's everybody watching at? Let us know here in the comments. Yeah, something happened to it that it's doing that, so bear with it there. My camera girl Alyssa here with me here tonight. We made the long trip down here to old Pawnee here tonight. Should have had you in polo last night here. Oberhauser, ball's at the 20-yard line. Oh, they gave him extra yards there on that one. Oberhauser throws it left side. He's got a man looking to break some tackles. Breaking more tackles. He's inside the 10-yard line. It'll be a first down. Getting it to Andrew Adams, his first reception of the ball game. And this crowd is stunned here at Pawnee. That is a big gain of 15 on 1st and 10. Now it's 1st and goal. Ball at the 5-yard line, just under 7 minutes to go here, first quarter. Travis watching from Freeport here tonight. We appreciate you there, Travis. Oberhauser awaits the snap. 1 wide receiver to his left. Man in the backfield, that is Adams. Here's the snap. He throws it right side. Got a man wide open in the end zone. That's a touchdown. Touchdown for the Knights. It's Zach Daly. Zach Daly, the wide receiver from 5 yards out, and the Knights have an early 6-0 lead. How about that opening drive for the Knights after getting a 3-and-out, actually a 4-and-out. How about that? My goodness, what a drive. That is picture perfect right there. 1 wide receiver left on the 2-point try here. Oberhauser, a touchdown pass. Here's the snap. Fakes. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to be stopped. No 2-point try. However, the Knights get themselves on the board here. They lead number 1 Pawnee. 6-0 our score. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
I'm not sure. Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as opening drive touchdown for the Knights of Metro East Lutheran. They take it 48 yards after forcing a turnover on downs on the opening drive by the Indians. And that is just how you draw it up. Foosman watching in Charleston, Illinois. Bob, Uncle Bob, he says, watching in Oxford, Massachusetts. High pop up there on the kick. Oh, and it touches one of the Indians. Who's got it? And it looks like Metro East has got it. They do. An onside kick. The Knights have the football.
Metro East recovers.
Oh, my goodness. That one might have been muffed by one of the Indians. Now the officials are coming together as they are talking about whether or not it was able to be caught by the Indians. They're going to give it to Metro East. My. I don't know if that was by design or not. That thing went straight up into the air. Came right down at the 10-yard marker. The Indians tried to catch it, and it did not go well. It slipped out of the hands of the Indians. I didn't see who it slipped out of. But now the Knights have it again after an opening drive touchdown. And we'll see what the Knights can do with it. Moving a man in motion, a little pitch pass. That one going to the outside, trying to get to the corner, and he's taken down, a gain of 8 on the play for Zach Daly,
Number 4, Zach Daly with the carry.
who had the touchdown just
Stop by
moments
number
ago.
6, Riley McElroy.
That is technically a reception. I don't like that being officially a reception, but them's the rules. They're doing a little no huddle here as Oberhauser in the shotgun takes the snap. Fakes actually gives the handoff here, looking for the corner as Adams is going to have himself a first down.
Number 24, Andrew Adams with the carry.
Andrew Adams with a nice carry there.
Stop by number
That
3,
is a
the
gain
corner,
of
number
6
9, Carson Ward.
on second down and 3. And the Knights doing a no huddle here. 2 wide receivers left. Oberhauser in the shotgun, awaiting the snap. Takes the snap, looks to throw. He's going to launch this one deep over the middle of the field. Got a man down there, and it's in and out of his hands. In and out of the hands of big number 55. That is Ian Skelton, the 6'2", 190-pound tight end. More folks filing in here. James Oberhauser, go Knights. Older brother James watching from Houston here tonight. Oberhauser's watching from Houston, Texas. Go Knights. Dante Drake watching from Charleston. We appreciate everybody watching here tonight. Final game of the first round. Here's the snap. 2nd and 10. A little screen pass. They get it to Adams. He breaks the tackle. Breaks another tackle. He's got one man to beat. Down the sideline. He's taken out of bounds. Taken out of bounds near the 10-yard line. We'll see where they spot him. They might give him the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 20. And this crowd here in Pawnee is stunned. 5:40 to go here. Opening quarter. And it's an official's timeout. They need to, I don't know what happened over there. They've got an injured player making his way to the bench, or is it an injured man on the, I think it's an injured guy on the sticks. I think one of the people who were running the sticks here tonight got ran over, and they moved that person to the bench on the far side. So now we got to find us somebody who can run the sticks. That ball's placed at the 15-yard line, or 20-yard reception. Boy, big plays here so far for the Knights of Metro East Lutheran. Oberhauser, a couple of good carries, a gain of 10 and a gain of 13 on the ground. Then passing the ball, 15-yard pass to Adams on a little swing pass. 5-yard touchdown, 20-yard pass there. Ball's at the 15-yard line. Here come the Knights already leading 6-0. One wide receiver to the right. Oberhauser in the shotgun, takes it, hands it off, gets it to Adams. He's looking for the corner now. He cuts back, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of 2 on that play. Penalty flag comes in on the play, so we'll see what that is. Good night to be here in Pawnee, Illinois. I'm going to try not to say Pawnee, Oklahoma, because there is a Pawnee, Oklahoma, relatively close to where I used to live down in Oklahoma.
Face mask against Pawnee.
It's a face mask on Pawnee, so a 2-yard gain and a face mask. That is not going to help matters for the Indians. A 15-yard penalty, or half the distance to the goal penalty, that would be. So what is that? That's probably a 6-yard penalty right there. And that's going to set him up with, should be 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Ball at the 8-yard line. Oberhauser in the pistol. Here's the snap. And a penalty flag comes in, a pass left side, fighting towards the end zone.
22 with the carry.
That one, Landon Jefferson. It looks like it might be an illegal shift, though. This play not going to count for Metro East. Move the Knights back 5 yards. Now the officials come together. It is an illegal shift, so they'll move them back 5 yards. That'll set up 1st and goal now at about the 13.
Illegal shift against Metro East.
First penalty on the Knights here tonight. 5:10 to go here, first quarter, 6-0 our score. Boy, we got all the Oberhausers here in the house tonight. Uncle Alan Oberhauser watching from Seattle. How many Oberhausers are there? Apparently. Goodness gracious. Big family indeed. They got a big man out there. That's the quarterback. Number 14, 6'2", 270 pounds. Ball at the 14-yard line. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Get it left side. Adams shaking some tacklers, but it's only going to be about a 1 or 2 yard gain on that play.
Andrew Adams with the carry.
Andrew Adams with that carry on that one.
Stop by number 66, Bryson Barrier. And number 52, Caden Watts.
James in the comments says, lot of Oberhausers. Big family. Big family indeed. Love it. I believe you. Here's the snap. And Oberhauser going to take it himself. He's going to try to get to the corner. And, he breaks some more tackles. Stumbling his way. It's going to be, where is he at? I think he's about a half a yard shy. That's a gain of 12 on that play for Oberhauser.
Number 14 with the carry.
He's been using his feet here tonight. Oh, apparently they could get a first down without getting a touchdown. 6-0 our score, 4:36 to go. They're going to move the clock. 1st and goal, ball at about the 1 yard line. How about that run there by Oberhauser? I can't see where the yardage marker was. So now the ball's at the 1 yard line. Awaiting the snap. It is a direct snap to the running back, Adams. He's going to make his way towards the line. Is he in? Yes! Touchdown! Touchdown for the Knights of Metro East Lutheran.
Number 24,
Andrew Adams, a 1 yard touchdown run. And the Knights lead this thing 12-0. This crowd here at Pawnee is just stunned right now. They can't believe what they're seeing here. Their number 1 team, the 9-0 Indians, are trailing by 12. A 2-point conversion try here for the Knights. And things are going real well here for the Knights. Here's the snap, a little fake. They're going to throw this one. Left side, got him in wide open in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Ian Skelton, big number 55, 6'2", 190 pounds. And he rumbles his way in for the 2-point conversion. We have a 14-0 lead for the Knights. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here, as that's the game he was at there tonight. We're talking about one of our fellow co-workers here where they were at here. What a ball game here so far. The Knights, the 16 seed here in this tournament, are currently leading the number 1 team, Pawnee, 14-0. A fair catch called for at about the 36-yard line after a muffed kick on the opening drive.
Number 40, Lucas Eyes.
And my, oh my. Boy, this would get the world talking here, at least the state of Illinois talking. Doug Knapp, the Polo mayor, joining us here. Go Marcos. Doug, I was there last night. Wonderful facility there up in Polo. Long drive, long day for me, but you know what? If I get to call football, I'll take it. Rob in the comments here. That's Bob, excuse me. Come on, Indians. Go get them now. Well, it's their first offensive possession here. As they turn, they hand it off. Actually, it's their second. Trying to get it to the outside, and he's spun down. The handoff to Dakota Coyne. And a penalty flag comes in here after that play. So the first drive for Pawnee was a 4-and-out.
Face mask, Metro East.
And a face mask is called after a no gain on that play. But with the penalty, that'll be a 15-yard penalty. It should be a 15-yard penalty. Second penalty of the day on Metro East. And that'll set up the Indians on the plus side of the field for the first time here tonight. 3:56 to go here, first quarter, 14-0. Metro East with the lead. Here's the snap. Turns, hands it off. There, they got it there to big number 9. That's the guy to watch, and there's a good reason why. Shaking tacklers, Carson Wart carries that one for a gain of 7. Set up second down and 3. That was the consensus coming into this one. When I asked my camera guy last night, who do I watch for in Pawnee? He's been here to Pawnee a couple of times this year. He said number 9. Number 9 is a dog, I believe was his words. 2 wide receivers, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As the quarterback, Caden Ward, takes the snap, steps back to pass, rolls out to his right, looking to throw, throws that one to the sideline, and that one's incomplete. He was looking for Wart on that play. But now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Likely 2-down territory here. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Pass caught out of bounds.
And they say the pass was caught out of bounds. It was actually not.
Bring up Indians,
It was
3rd down.
bobbled out of bounds there, but that is what it is here. 3rd down and 4 upcoming. I better be nice to them, though. The PA, they said we can go in if we need to warm up. We certainly appreciate that here tonight. Here's the snap. They take it right side, a direct snap. As that one gets to the outside, he's got some blockers towards the sideline, and that is a good run there by Coy Clark. Clark with the keeper from the 42. They're going to set him up. First down. The ball is at the 33, so a gain of 8 by Coy Clark. 8-yard gain on that play. Just under 3 minutes to go here as the Indians looking to strike back. Sharon Bloomer, or Sharon Oberhauser Bloomer, watching from San Antonio here tonight. There's another Oberhauser. Must be on group chat or something. Hey, go to YouTube. Watch this game. Happy to oblige to the Oberhausers who are scattered all over this country. 1 wide receiver to left. Here's the snap. They hand it off here right side. That's Ward. He's got a big hole, and he's all by himself. 5, touchdown! Touchdown! Carson Wart from 33 yards. And right on cue. The Indians are on the board here. They still trail it, but a big run there by Carson Wart. And it's 14-6. Yellowbanks Sports Network. Wart is a dog indeed. How about that run? A 33-yard jaunt into the end zone. And the Indians will go for the 2-point try. He just turned on the Jets, and he was gone. Great blocking up front by the offensive line. And a 33-yard run into the end zone. Here's the snap here. They're hand it off to Ward. He cuts back, looking for the end zone. For the 2-point try. Still on his feet, and he's going to get his way in. Oh, my goodness, what a great effort by Carson Ward. Oh, what a play. The Indians are on the board here. They still trail it. They're going to give the ball back to the Knights of Metro East. We're back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their health care.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as a 33-yard touchdown run by Carson Wart. He rumbles his way into the end zone. I got a feeling that won't be the first time we say his name here tonight, rumbling his way into the end zone, but we shall see here. Kickoff upcoming here. Metro East, who's got 2 touchdowns on 2 drives here tonight. Their offense has been a well-oiled machine here so far. We'll see if the Indians can make a difference here on this drive. This is a rematch of a matchup that took place back in late September as the kickoff. That's a good one right there. That's going to be, it's bobbled as it's going to be picked up inside the 10-yard line. This could be bad field position here for the Knights unless he can make something happen. And he struggles to get to the 15-yard line, but still carrying defenders with him is the return man. And that will be Zach Daly with the return. Number 4. I'm glad they saw the number. I didn't. 2:40 to go here, first quarter. What a first quarter it's been here, 14-8. Again, this is a rematch of a matchup earlier in September. 52-19, Pawnee won that matchup. Much different story here, at least in the early going here. 14-8 now the score. Metro East with the lead. NUIC football says Pawnee woke up. Yes, they did. So setting up just outside the 20-yard line. Ball's at the 19-yard line. Oberhauser awaiting the snap. Moving a man in motion. That is Daly. Now he goes back in motion. Here's the snap. They hand it off, get it to Adams. He's moving his way right side towards the far side of the field. A gain of 3 on that play.
Number 24.
Adams.
Andrew
Adams on that play.
Stop by number 72.
That's a gain of 3, maybe 4 on the play. They give him 4. Second down and 6 upcoming. 2:20 to go here in the quarter. We got a couple more here. Our folks in the comments here, James saying Abe was actually hurt the first time they played. That might make a difference in this ball game. Didn't have their starting quarterback. Emily Oberhauser's watching from Katy, Texas. Oberhauser in the shotgun. Moving a man in motion. Here's the snap. And he rolls out. He's going to launch this one deep down the middle of the field, and that one is picked off! Picked off at the 40-yard line, running it back towards the sideline. He's got one man to beat, and he's into the end zone! Touchdown! Touchdown, Indians! Dakota Coyne into the end zone, and we're tied at 14. Interception return for a touchdown for the Indians. And that'll get this crowd on their feet. Interception return, 41 yards for a touchdown. And we're tied at 14. Dakota Coyne. Gotta write this down here. Number 3. Pick 6. 41 yards. And now the 2-point try here. As they move a man in motion, here's the snap. The Indians take it. He's going to take it himself up the middle of the field, and he's into the end zone. That is a 2-point try. And Carson Wart taking the direct snap, making his way into the end zone, and the Indians now have the lead. 16-14. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as a 41-yard interception return for a touchdown. As the Indians now have a 2-point lead here. Metro East will get the ball back here and try to shake away what just happened to them. A lot of comments in here. NUIC saying that escalated very quickly. That it sure did. That one's going to go out of bounds.
Kicked out of bounds.
Second kick that we've seen go out of bounds. Bob rooting for the Indians here. Yellowbanks Sports Network with the comment, this one about to get ugly. Well, not so fast there, my friend. You never know. You never know. Things have been all Knights early, and now it's all Indians. A 14-0 start for the Knights. Then the Indians answer with a 16-0 run. Michael Leach asking the question, how many kids does Pawnee have on their team? There's quite a few down there at the bottom of your screen. There's a few on the top of the screen there, though, for Metro East. Probably two of the bigger rosters that you're going to see in 8-man football. 1:46 to go here as Metro East with it again. Here's Oberhauser as they hand it off. They get it to number 4. Spun down there, Zach Daly. And I think a penalty just came out.
Number 4, Zach Daly.
Zach Daly going to lose some yardage on that one, unless I did see a penalty.
Stopped by number 47, Grant Walker Level.
And they are going to say, okay, so no penalty on that one here. Never seen those signals before. Just making sure wasn't losing my mind there. That's a 3-yard loss on the play for Zach Daly. His first carry of the ball game. He's got a couple of catches, including a touchdown. Oberhauser, 4 wide receivers. Here's the snap. Going to throw it there left side. Has a man. Shakes a tackle. Shakes another tackle. Still on his feet. And he's got one man to beat, and he's taken down. Big gain on that one for number 32, Landon Jefferson. Jefferson. 18 yards to midfield there. Where do they mark it? They mark it 18. Is that 18 and 18? 18 and 12. That's a gain of 30 on the play. Do some quick math here. Just under a minute to go. Another big play. This one to Landon Jefferson. And they're split out 4 wide again. 2 on each side here for Abe Oberhauser. Moving a man in motion. Oberhauser going to take it to the corner left side. He is stopped, however. That's a loss of 1, maybe 2 on that play.
Number 14.
First negative play of the game here. Running the ball, at least for Oberhauser.
Number 50, Cason Dunham, and number 9, Carson
That'll
Ward.
set up second down on 11. As we're 25 seconds away here from the start of the second quarter. What a ball game here so far. And this is only the first quarter, folks. We might be in for a doozy tonight. Between number 1 and number 16. 10 seconds. Doesn't look like the Knights are in any hurry here, so we will go to the second quarter. And a great first quarter in the books. Pawnee with a 2-point lead. The number 1 team. The last game here in I8FA for this weekend. We'll see how it plays out here as we're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their health care.
Welcome back. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. Second quarter about to get underway. What a first quarter it was. Pawnee found themselves in an early 14-0 hole. Since then, though, they've scored 2 touchdowns. The difference in this ball game is 1 2-point conversion. Metro East, 1 for 2 on the 2-point tries. As they say, kill the music here. They tried to play through the music, and we'll try it again. Everybody here in Pawnee was jamming. Never seen that before. We had to cancel a play because of the music. Let's play that song again, though. Let's do that here. I like it. What do you know? Oberhauser going to take it left side, looking for the corner. Oberhauser going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe an extra yard. 2-yard gain on there. That one. Gain of 2. Now it'll set up 3rd down and 9. Hopefully we don't get yanked from YouTube because of that song, but that's neither here nor there. We'll worry about that another day. 3rd down and 9 upcoming. Just underway here, second quarter. 2 touchdowns early in the game for Metro East. Been a little quiet ever since. 2 touchdowns in response for Pawnee. Difference in the game is a 2-point conversion here. Oberhauser, man in the pistol. Here's the snap. Going to throw it there. That one right side, and that one's incomplete. In and out of the hands. Maybe overthrew that one just a little bit. He was looking for Andrew Adams. And now it'll be 4th down. Adams took a shot on that one, too. Ball's at the 37-yard line here, so you imagine the Knights are going to try to go for it on this play. Chad Miller in the comments here. Go Pawnee, go number 19. Number 19, that's Braden Muncie for the Indians. Good to have everybody along here. Again, feel free to get into the comments like everybody else has here so far. This is a big 4th down here in this game here. Here's Oberhauser, and a whistle, and a timeout is going to be called. Timeout called by Metro East. The Knights want to talk it over. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. 4th and 9 upcoming here as the Metro East Lutheran Knights with the ball. Ball at the 37-yard line on the plus side of the field here. Too close to punt. We'll see if they can make a play here on 4th down. Oberhauser in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's going to throw. He rolls right side, looking to throw. Now he cuts back left side. He's still on his feet, still looking to throw. And the pressure comes, and the Indians get him, but a penalty flag comes in. This one might be on the Indians. Might be a face mask here. Cason Dunham there for the sack. But I think this one's going to be on the Indians. I think we're going to have a 1st down. The officials come together here. It is a face mask, and it's going to be on the Indians. That's going to be a free 1st down. Oh, that is a back-breaking penalty there for the Pawnee Indians here. Oh, they say it's only a 5-yard penalty here, so it'll still be 4th down. So it wasn't as bad a face mask as it could have been. If it was a 10-yard face mask, I think it would have been an automatic 1st down. Either way, now it's 4th down and 6 after the penalty. Here's the snap. Oberhauser rolls to his left. He's going to step back. He's going to launch this one deep, and there's a miscommunication, incomplete. Threw that in the middle of his 2 receivers, Landon Jefferson. And I believe Zach Daly was also down there, number 4. That's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. So the penalty does not come back and hurt the Indians. So Pawnee will take over. Rachel in the comments. Big number 33 for the Knights. Send in the cavalry. Tyler Calvert. That's number 33 on the Knights there. See him right there on the line right there. 10:40 to go here, second quarter. Indians moving right to left here. 1 wide receiver on each side. As Ward steps back to pass, launching this one over the middle of the field. He's got his man, and that one is complete. What a play on that one. Trying to get the receiver.
Pass completed to
number 6, Riley McElroy. That one takes him from the 35 up to the 43 on the plus side of the field. 15 plus 7 is 22. Doing math on the run here, not easy. Also doing math in the dark, not easy. One wide receiver on each side. It's Caden Ward. Once again, in the shotgun, man in the backfield. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle of the field on the slant, and that one's incomplete. That one looks like another miscommunication here. Seen miscommunications on both sides here so far. I believe that one was in the realm of McElroy again. Nope, that was Dakota Coyne, who had the pick 6 earlier here tonight. The 41-yard interception return for a touchdown. 10:04 to go here, second quarter. 16-14, Pawnee with the lead. Shotgun moving a man left side. Here's the snap. Ward going to hand it off to Wart as he gets his way left side. He's got a big hole. He gets to the outside, and he's all by himself again down the sideline. He is a dog. It's a touchdown. This one from 43 yards. Carson Wart from 43 and a touchdown for the Indians. I mean, the speed that kid has is remarkable. He got to the outside, and then he was gone. 43 yards for Carson Wart. His second touchdown. One from 33, one from 43. The Indians have the lead. Snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Ward going to throw that one towards the end zone. That one batted away. And that'll keep it a one-possession ball game there. Good defense there by the Knights. As we'll take a break. 9:55 to go here, second quarter. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as a touchdown, 43 yards for Carson Wart just moments ago. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns. He's only got 4 carries on the ball game. One, though, is a 33-yard touchdown, and one is a 43-yard touchdown. The other touchdown came via a pick 6 for the Indians. They have a 22-14 lead here. 9:55 to go, second quarter. And they boot that one deep down the field. Nice kick there, returned by the Knights. Trying to get to the outside. That's Adams. He is spun down just before he can get to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it at about the 27-yard line. More folks getting in to the comments here. Thank you, TSSR. Watching from Kincaid. We appreciate you there, Jeff. Chad must be at the game here because he says it is about 1 minute behind what happens in real time. That's the beauty of streaming right there, Chad. Curtis just got in, said he's watching his nephew from Georgia and then celebrating Carson's touchdown. Curtis Wart. Carson got some wheels, I'll say that. There's a direct snap. They're going to get it to Adams. He's trying to get to the outside, and he is taken down. I don't think he got back. They gave him the line of scrimmage. They maybe gave him 1 yard.
By number 7, Eric Bettis, and number 9, Carson Wart.
Carson Wart there on the stop. And it'll set up second down and 9. 9.5 to go here, second quarter. 22-14 our score. Good ball game on our hands here in the early going. Number 1, Pawnee. Number 16, Metro East Lutheran. Just making their first appearance here in the I8FA playoffs. Rolling away, Oberhauser going to pitch this one. Gets it to Adams. Oh, a good open field tackle on that one as it's past the 30-yard line.
Andrew Adams with the catch. Stop by number
Adams, excuse me, number 24. That is Andrew Adams. Almost said Alex for some reason. It's a gain of 4 on the play. That's a good heads-up play by Oberhauser, though, to pitch that one. Get it to his man. It'll be third down about 5. Ball at the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. 8:40 to go here, third quarter. Watching from D.C., it's Chad. Uncle Bob says Indians on the warpath. 3 wide receivers, actually 4 now. Oberhauser steps back and launch this one over the middle of the field, and that one's incomplete. Looking for his big tight end, Ian Skelton, who has a 2-point conversion earlier in this game. That one a little high. I mean, Skelton is 6'2", but that one he needed to be about 6'4". Don't start that already. We got a long night ahead of us here. My camera girl's already yawning here tonight. I'm kidding. I tease you. I tease you because I care. Jimmy, Metro. He's rooting for Metro. Metro East. The Knights. As a punt formation here. And a whistle. I think we're going to have a timeout here. Metro East Lutheran wants to talk this one over. And it looks like the Knights might be a little rattled here. We'll keep it here. Rachel in the comments here. Knights will have a crazy comeback. I can feel it. That would be something, I tell you. If the Knights are able to pull off the upset here tonight, that would be a stunner, the number 1 seed. Now, all the other higher seeds have won so far here, I believe. I believe that's it. Daniel in the comments, watching the Indians from Lake of the Ozarks. Truitt, Oberhauser. There's another Oberhauser. Still in it. They are still in it here. Don't want to compile mistakes, though. Got to stop big number 9, Carson Wart. Watching Coach Uncle Josh from Phoenix, Arizona. Gigi and Palmer say go Tribe. Rooting for folks there in Pawnee. More folks filing in here. Go Knights. We need an upset that we couldn't get. That's Onyx there in the comments. Now the Knights are coming out. They're going to go for it here. 4 wide receivers. Oberhauser going to set up, throws this one to Adams, and he's got Adams. First down, shakes a tackle. He's past the 40-yard line. How about that play after the timeout? 4th down and 6 at the 32-yard line, and they go for it. They get 9 on that play, and the Knights have a first down. But we do have, I believe, an injured Knight on the field, and if I'm not mistaken, that might be Adams. You want to get that huddle right there. As the Metro East folks come over. I do believe that is Adams, Andrew Adams, down here on the field. We'll take a break. 8:16 to go here, second quarter. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here, as still the injured Knight down on the field. We've got a shot of the Pawnee folks, so don't worry. We're not showing the injured player here by any means here. They're still taking a look at, I believe it's Adams, who's down there on the field. Andrew Adams, number 24. Got a big 4th down conversion there just moments ago. How about that from Metro East? They lined up to punt. They came out, and then they got 4 wide receivers. It was Andrew Adams. He's up now on his feet. He's struggling to put a weight on one of his legs here, so we'll see if they can get him off the field and see if he can make a return here. He's been making an impact here for the Knights. A 1-yard touchdown reception earlier in the ball game. He's got 5 catches now on the day here as well, so that'd be a big loss here for the Knights. Let's see here. More folks filing in here as we await them to get Adams off the field here. Let's see. Abe's nephew, Jason, watching from Houston here tonight. Michael Shoemaker. The Amboy game was a treat today. Excited to watch the rest of the season. Amboy was victorious earlier today, I believe. No trouble with West Central there. We'll go over scores at the half. It's easy when we're the last game going here. I've got all the other scores from all the other 8-man football games here, so we'll go over those at the half. Truitt, excited about that 4th down play. Michael watching in Harmon, Illinois. Rick watching from Mississippi here tonight. Go Indians, big number 52. 52, that is Caden Watts. Eric watching the Indians from Taylorville here tonight. Eric Fulton. I imagine you're related to Ethan Fulton, I may assume there, Eric. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. You never know. Ball's at the 41-yard line. 9-yard gain on 4th and 6. That 4th down play, though, that might be the difference in this ball game if Metro East were to come back and either take the lead or ultimately win this ball game. That might be a play that we look back on here on 4th down. And the sides are about ready to go here. And Metro East with it again. Ball at the 41-yard line, 8:16 to go here. They've got 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Oberhauser moving a man in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to fake. They're actually going to pitch it. Getting it to the outside is Daly. He's taken down. That's a good gain there, though, for Zach Daly. Gain of 3 on the play. That's his 3rd reception. I think they've been all via that. A little pop pass. Actually, no, the one was a nice fade route that he ran for the touchdown. 2-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 8. Under 8 minutes to go here, first half. Eric, I was right. Let's go number 2. Eric Fulton. Just a guess, a lucky hunch. 4 wide receivers again for Oberhauser. A man moves, penalty flag. And they're going to say false start. So that'll be on Metro East. That's their 3rd penalty of the night. And that'll push the Knights back. It'll be 2nd down and 13 upcoming. Good ball game on our hands here in the early going. On a beautiful fall night here in Pawnee, Illinois. 2 wide receivers left, 2 wide receivers right. Here's the snap, steps back. Oberhauser rolls, throws, launches that one. Deep, he's got him in, but he underthrew it. And it's incomplete. He underthrew that one. I think he was out of bounds as well. That would have been a wide open play. I didn't see who got free on that play. It would have been intercepted. But if Oberhauser could have just got a little bit more on that one, it would have been an excellent play there. Four wide receivers, 2 on each side. Here's the snap. Steps back to pass. Oberhauser throws that one over the middle of the field. It's picked off. Picked off again by the Indians. Running it back. They've got 1 pick 6 today. Will they get another? Shaking some tackles. Eventually run out of bounds as Ethan Fulton gets the interception. Looking for Isaac Brockemeyer. Over the middle of the field, and there's another Knight who's come up limping a little bit here. That's Landon Jefferson having some issues with his right leg. But the interception, the 2nd one of the ball game here for the Indians. And that one returned inside the 40-yard line, and now Jefferson goes down. He tried to get up and tried to walk it off. But now we have an injury timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as they're still attending to Landon Jefferson, who went down, tried to get up and tried to get off the field a moment ago, but then the pain got to him, and then he's laid down now. They're checking on him here now. We're in the second quarter here, which I realized my quarter thing was off this whole time. My apologies on that. Second quarter, 7:07 to go here. As we just witnessed an interception there a moment ago. Second interception for Abe Oberhauser. One was returned for a touchdown by Pawnee's Dakota Coyne. And that one was intercepted by Ethan Fulton and taken back inside the 40-yard line to about the 37-yard line. As I take a look at some more of the comments that are flying in here tonight, Onyx says the Knights need to run the ball, not throw. That's not a bad idea. But I think the problem with that is they lost their running back, Andrew Adams, just moments ago. And then Landon Jefferson, well, he's not a running back, but he's certainly a guy with speed that they could go to here on a run play, but they've got him up and making his way out off the field here. Landon Jefferson. As more folks filing in here. Bob, I got a message from my boss here. Says that Riley McElroy's parents are watching from Florida. Go Indians. So, all righty then. Jeffrey says he's not a fan of the Pawnee jerseys. I like them. I think the jerseys are great. A little red, white, and blue. Patriotic. What's wrong with them there? 7:07 to go here. There's the pitch. They get it to Wart. He cuts back left or right side, I should say. Makes his way up to the 30-yard line. Carson Wart, gain of 8 on the play. And with 6:55 to go here, the Indians looking to take a 2-possession lead here. This game has had it all. I mean, the Knights score the first 14 points of this ball game. Pawnee has since scored the last 22. And they lead at 22-14. Second down and 2 upcoming. As they break the huddle here, Caden Ward, one wide receiver on each side. Ward in the backfield, awaiting the snap. Haven't seen Wart carry it all that much. Penalty flag comes in, and I think the play clock had ran out. It is a delay of game penalty. That's a 5-yard penalty for the Indians. Their third penalty of this ball game. And that'll push him back from second down and 2.5, maybe 3, to now second down and 7. More folks in the old comments here. Boy, you all are filing in here tonight. Jordan says, watching on my way back from Blackburn Volleyball in Mississippi. All right, shout out to Mississippi joining us here tonight. As Ward pitches it to Wart, left side. Now he cuts back. Oh, what a great cutback. He's to the 30-yard line. He's got room. He's to the 25. Tries to shake a tackle, but the turf monster got him. As he is taken down near the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 17 on the play for Carson Wart, but a penalty flag came in late on that play. And we'll see what the call is here. Onyx said South Fork's jerseys look great. South Fork unsuccessful today against Ridgewood. That's going to be a hold on the offense.
Holding against the Indians.
So it'll be a hold, and we'll try it again. It'll be a spot foul, however, so instead of 2nd and 7, it's actually 2nd and 4, so they actually gained yardage out of it, which is always interesting when that happens. Scott agrees with the South Fork jerseys. I'll have to go look them up now. I'm curious. The South Fork jerseys here. South Fork falling yesterday, I believe, to Ridgewood. As we have a timeout on the field. And the Indians want to talk it over here. That's their first timeout. The Knights have called 2 timeouts here tonight. I'll get that up to date here. As we'll keep it here. Jeffrey says not a fan of the pitch play, I guess, for I wonder which side he's talking about here. Bob loves the Pawnee uniforms. How could you go wrong with red, white, and blue? That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying here tonight. Those are sharp. Now, somebody needs to help me here. Any Pawnee fans, do you know? Do you switch the colors around? Do you guys go with a blue with red numbers? Do you guys switch them around? You go back and forth there? Anybody here at Pawnee know? Suppose. Do they do that? Do they do the blue uniforms with red numbers? No. Okay. Blue pants that they wear. All right, here's the handoff to Ward. He's got a big lane there, left side. That is Ward. He's shoved out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 26-yard gain for Caden Ward. His second carry of the ball game.
22, Bryce Stewart.
Ran out of bounds. Inside the 10-yard line. Out at about the 7. I'll get to that comment there in just a second here. 5:20 to go here in this second quarter. Ward takes the snap. He's looking to throws that one to the right corner of the end zone, and that one's incomplete. Looking for his man there, trying to see who that was down there in the corner, looking for number 7. That is Eric Bettis. We got some trash talk going back and forth here between folks. We loved full whites and full blacks there at Onyx. I'm guessing that's back to South Fork. Damon in there giving some thoughts. Polo better than Amboy. Polo is a well-oiled machine. I saw them in person last night. That would be something. Polo is a very good team there. Polo versus Amboy. A lot of folks looking forward to that potential matchup. They get it to Wart. Pitch left side. And he is taken down inside the 5-yard line at about the 3-yard line. That'll be a 4-yard gain there. Be 3rd down upcoming at the 4-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go here. Our man Dwayne sent us a private message as usual. Great job as usual. I appreciate that there, Dwayne. Camera girl, that's another story. Just kidding. Oh. Thanks, Alyssa. I knew that would get you. Here we go. Here's the Ward. Takes it up the middle, and he's going to be stopped. The Knights make a stop on that one. Caden Ward with the keeper. Maybe a gain of 1 on that play, and that's going to set up 4th down now. My goodness, they are filing in here. Apparently what was said earlier. Jimmy with the popcorn emoji. I agree. I'd like to sit back and eat a little popcorn and read these comments that are flying in here. Some haters online. I agree, Bob. What's going on here tonight? Uh-oh. I am breaking things. 4th down and 3. Ball at the 3-yard line. Wart takes it on the direct snap. He runs left side, and he is met in the backfield, but he's going to take it now. Thinks about throwing. He's all the way back. He throws that one, and it is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. That could have been pure disaster there as Carson Wart was all the way back to the 25-yard line and just got rid of it just to try to save that possession right there, and it'll be a turnover on downs, so no touchdown for the Indians, and now Metro East with 3:42 to go here in this first half. Ball at the 3-yard line. And we'll see what the Knights have up their sleeve here as they'd like to take it. They get the ball at the half too, mind you. Pawnee got the ball to start this ball game. So a little 2-for-1 potential. A whistle, and we're going to have a full start here. Or no, they're going to say offside. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty on Pawnee. And the Knights will have 1st and 5. 3:41 to go here. 5-yard penalty there. I'd like to get as many comments as I can here, but don't count out Milledgeville, UNUIC. Yeah, I agree. Milledgeville is a really well-oiled machine there, too. They got a big win over South Beloit tonight, earlier today. Here's the snap. Oberhauser going to launch this one deep over the middle of the field, looking for his tight end. He's got him past the 35-yard line. Ian Skelton with the reception. What a big play there, Ian Skelton. That is a gain of 21 yards to Skelton. And Metro East is on the move. From the 8-yard line, the Knights are set up with a 1st and 10 now at the 39. Here's the snap. Oberhauser going to run his way up the middle on a draw. He's got room. 45, he's to the 50. Shakes the tackler at the 45, and he's out past the 40-yard line. Abe Oberhauser runs his way. That is a gain of 21 for Oberhauser, and here come the Knights. That is the 4th big run of the game here for Abe Oberhauser. His 4th double-digit run of this ball game. What a day for Oberhauser with a lot of family watching. Under 3 minutes to go here in the half. Here's the snap. Steps back to pass. Oberhauser throws left side. That one is picked off! Picked off by the Indians! Running down the sideline. Cuts back upfield. And he's taken down. And a penalty flag coming in. As there's penalty flags all over. There's 3 penalty flags. We've got a horse collar tackle. But there's a penalty deep in the secondary. We might have offsetting penalties here.
Number 9, Carson Wart with the carry.
Carson Wart with the interception.
And interception.
And we'll see. I think we have offsetting penalties here, so I don't think this play is going to count. We'll await what the decision is. It's holding on the defense and then a horse collar tackle on the Knights. They're going to offset, and we're going to play the down again. Oh, a back-breaking penalty there on Pawnee.
He's offset and redo of downs.
My goodness gracious, how about that? So the interception will not count. It would have been a 3rd interception in this game for Abe Oberhauser. 2:43 to go here first half. Ball will be placed back at the 40-yard line. Now Abe Oberhauser will try it again. I don't remember who said in the comments earlier, like to see Metro East do a couple of runs here, but they are lined up, 2 wide receivers right side. A whistle, timeout called by the Knights. I believe that's their last. That's their last, or they might have one more. I'll take the last one away, and we will we'll keep it here. As we've got, I'm going to try to sort out what in the world is going on here. Yellow Banks Sports Network saying Amboy, Polo, Ridgewood will be tough out for anyone. I agree with that. Don't count out Milledgeville. Jeffrey's wondering how Pawnee is only up 9-0 and only up 8. Well, I'll tell you, Jeffrey, the Knights have come out here and they have played really, really well. This is one of the great games that they have played here so far, and it is a rematch of a game, so they've already gotten a look at Pawnee earlier, and something they didn't have in that ball game was their starting quarterback, and now they have their starting quarterback, and that certainly makes a difference when you're planning your offense. 2:43 to go here after the timeout. Here's the snap. Oberhauser fakes. He's going to run away from pressure. He's going to take it left side, and he's going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he has ran out of bounds. Some folks were wondering if that was a late hit out of bounds, but no. Oberhauser back to the original line of scrimmage. Actually, they gave him a yard. Wow. It's a generous spot there. 2:20 to go here, first half. Oberhauser breaks the huddle. 2 wide receivers left. Moving man in motion. Here's the snap. Little pitch pass. Getting it to Daly. Daly trying to get to the corner. Oh, he takes a shot. He takes a shot. Zach Daly on the catch. It's a 2-yard gain on that play. And it'll be 3rd down and 7. Again, likely a 2-down territory here for the Knights. And that's another reception there for Daly on those pop passes. Minute and a half to go here, second quarter. Oberhauser in the shotgun, 1 wide receiver left. As they fake the handoff, Oberhauser rolls out right, pump fakes, now he runs. He's going to run his way. Oh, he's going to make his way. I think he's got a first down. He does. Abe Oberhauser. No, they say he stepped out of bounds, about a half a yard shy, so a gain of 6 for Oberhauser, and it'll be 4th down and about 1. 4th down and 1. The Good Wrench Cup Series, watching from Edinburgh, Illinois, as a proud South Fork. 4th down and 2. Minute 14 to go here. Metro East looking to go for it here. Need to get to the 31-yard line. This is a big play here in this ball game. Crowd coming alive here. Here's the snap. Oberhauser throws it left side. He's got his tight end, and I don't think he's got enough. He's going to be about a half a yard shy. Ian Skelton on the reception. Gain of 1 on the play, but that'll be a turnover on downs. And Skelton looks like he's a little slow to get up.
45, Jaden Anamako, and number 47, Grant Lovell-Walker.
And with 1:08 to go, the Indians turn them away.
Ian Skelton with the carry.
Ian Skelton with a 1-yard reception on 4th and 2.5. I go back here as I look through all these comments. Boy, there is a good little match going on between a couple of folks here as I look while we have the injury timeout. Scott rooting for Pawnee here tonight. Got that one. Let's see. Mr. Football in the comments here, a proud St. Anne Cardinal fan. St. Anne held on by the skin of their teeth against St. Thomas More. Was it yesterday? That was yesterday. Kenneth in the comments, rooting for the Indians here tonight as well. Have fun playing Pawnee. Well, is that the matchup? Would that be the potential matchup? I believe so. That was a battle of 8 and 9, St. Thomas More, so St. Anne will play the winner of this one. I believe that's how it's going. And they've got Skelton back on his feet, so that's a good sight to see. He's made some big plays here tonight. If he was able to make that 4th down conversion, that would have been a big play here in this ball game. But instead, the Indians now have it, and they're going to have a chance to go down and potentially score here before the half. Ball at the 33-yard line. Moving a man in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to fake. They're actually going to give the handoff. Wart's got it left side. He's got a hole, and he's got one man to beat down the sideline. There he goes. Carson Wart down the sideline. A push into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Indians. Carson Wart from 67 yards out for the third time today. And the Indians extend their lead. Carson Wart. I mean, what can you do? You can't stop this kid. Serious wheels on Carson Wart. Oh, no, they say he stepped out of bounds. They say he stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. I thought he stayed in. 56.9 seconds to go. Oh, no, he did get in. All right, it was a touchdown. All right, I was right the first time. Moving a man in motion, a 2-point try. Throws that one to the corner. They've got it into the end zone. I believe that's Wart again, this time catching a 2-point conversion. Or are they going to say he's short? No, he's in. That's Riley McElroy instead. Into the end zone for the 2-point try. 56 seconds to go. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. Has a 67-yard touchdown by Carson Wart, untouched, making his way into the end zone. And the Indians now have a 16-point lead. Let me answer some of these questions that are coming in. Bob asking the question, will all playoffs be streamed? Yes, every game of the I8FA playoffs are here on TSSR, on this YouTube page. So you'll be able to check out every game happening here from now until the championship game at Monmouth College. The return by Daly off the kick, as that one returned to about the 30-yard line here. Red on red, Mike says looks pretty good. I agree with that there. Michael asking who gets the ball to start the third. That would be Metro East. Pawnee got the opening possession and went 4 and out. So, Michael, the answer to your question, the Knights will get the ball when we come out of halftime here. That's why they would like a little 2-for-1 opportunity here. Carson again from Curtis. Can't stop him. They just can't. 50 seconds to go here. Second quarter. 30-14. As they're moving everybody around here. One wide receiver right side. Oberhauser, excuse me. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. He's going to take it himself as he gets to the outside. Oberhauser is taken down after a gain of about 5 on that play. And we'll see what the play call is. 35 seconds to go here. Second down and 5. And it looks like the Knights might be, well, I say that, and now they're coming semi-no huddle here. 26 seconds to go. Oberhauser takes the snap. Gets the handoff this time left side, going to the outside. He's going to have a first down. That is number 44, Lee Watson, with his first carry of the ball game. Gain of 6 on 2nd and 5. Shoved out of bounds with 18.4 seconds to go. And that'll set up the Knights 1st and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. Boy, number 45, Jaden Adamako, has been all over the place here tonight. I've heard his name on the the speaker systems here quite a bit. Flying all over the field tonight. 18.4 seconds. Oberhauser hands it off, gets it to Watson again. That one only a gain of 1, maybe 2 on that play. Lee Watson with a gain of 2 on that one. So it'll be second down. 2nd down and 7. That might be the final play. That will be the final play of the first half, as Pawnee, the number 1 team, after being outscored 14-0 to start this ball game, have outscored the Knights 30-0. We'll see if the Knights have an answer. Still a 2-possession ball game, folks. Anything can happen. We'll be back right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening, as we are at the half here of this one, as Pawnee again started this ball game in a 14-0 deficit, and since then they have gone on a 30-0 run and now lead this thing at the half 30-14. As Metro East came out with a good game plan here in the early going, but ever since, things have not gone very well. A couple of turnovers for the Knights as well, a couple of interceptions, one return for a touchdown by Pawnee. And this one well at hand here so far by the Indians, but still a long way to go. You never know how this is going to play out. Let's take a look at some of the numbers I've got here. As we start things off here, we're going to start with Pawnee as they have the lead here. Let me see if I missed any questions before we go into the half. Metro gets the ball. Yep, Metro does get the ball there, answering my question. Let's see here. I think that's everything. So, yeah, Metro East will have the ball first when we come back from the half. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here for Pawnee. Carson Wart having himself a day. He's got 7 carries for 157 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's by my tally here. That is ridiculous. He's got a 33-yard touchdown run, a 43-yard touchdown run, and a 67-yard touchdown run. That's a pretty good day at the office there. Just 7 carries, but making his name known here in this ball game for the Indians. 3 carries for 27 yards for the starting quarterback. That is Caden Ward. 1 carry for 7 yards for number 7, Eric Bettis. 1 carry for 8 yards for number 18, the backup quarterback, Coy Clark. And then 1 carry for no yards for Dakota Coyne. Coyne, however, does have the pick 6 for Pawnee here in this ball game. Mike saying shout out to the Pawnee offensive line. Yeah, absolutely. They have been making some big holes for Carson Wart here in this ball game. Couple of passes for Pawnee, 1 reception on the ball game for Ethan Fulton. He also has an interception. And then you've got number 6 with that number 6 is Riley McElroy with a 22-yard reception on the day for the Indians. So that is a look at the offensive numbers there for Pawnee. Doesn't look like a lot of yardage. However, they've had some short fields here tonight. Field position has definitely played a part. Neither team has been able to really run up and down the field, sustain a long drive. Metro East has turned it over a couple of times, giving the Indians a shorter field. So that would explain why their offensive numbers, might not be as good as you might think, scoring 30 points in the first half. Metro East, Lutheran, the Knights, with the first half totals. They're running back number 24, Andrew Adams, who left this ball game with an injury. Hate to see that. Hopefully he's all right. He had 17 yards on 7 carries. 9 carries for 69 yards for the starting quarterback, Abe Oberhauser. 1 carry for -3 yards for Zach Daly, and 2 carries for 8 yards for number 44, Lee Watson. We saw a couple of those carries there on that last drive for Watson. Wouldn't mind seeing some more. He showed some pop, so we'll see if they hand him the ball more here in the second half, or if Metro East, the Knights, will continue to sling the ball around the field here tonight. We'll see if that is how it plays out. Some receiving stats here. 5 catches for 49 yards for Andrew Adams, who, again, not in this ball game anymore. 4 catches for 16 yards for Zach Daly. 1 catch for 30 yards for number 32, Landon Jefferson. He also was hobbled there in the first half. So we'll see if he's all right there. And then, another guy who left with an injury. 2 catches for 22 yards. That is number 55, Ian Skelton. So, a lot of the firepower that you're seeing here in this ball game for Metro East, a lot of their offensive firepower is out of this game, or at least so far. We haven't seen them return since going down with injury there in the first half. So you hate to see that. We'll see if maybe they can get some work done and potentially make their way back out onto the field here in the second half. For Pawnee, however, they've been able to keep their composure, and when things, certainly were not ideal, especially when they found themselves in the blink of an eye down 14-0. Metro East came out in this ball game, ran the ball right down the field after forcing a 4-and-out on the opening drive for Pawnee. Ran the ball down the field, got an instant touchdown, then got, I don't know if it was by design, I'll have to ask the coach in the postgame, but got a kind of an onside kick. This thing went straight up into the air, only went 10 yards, and then the Indians muffed the kick, and then Metro East was set up with another 50-yard field. They went right down the field and scored again, so quickly it was 14-0, but Pawnee, to their credit, They have not panicked here in this ball game. They have been very poised, and they've played their ball game, given the ball to number 9, Carson Wart, and he's made a difference in this ball game so far, as he's got, again, 157 yards on just 7 carries, 3 touchdowns. That's a pretty good day at the office. They've been able to take advantage of some interceptions as well. They would have had 3. But one was called back because of offsetting penalties. But they do have 2 interceptions on here in this ball game. One was returned for a touchdown by number 3, Dakota Coyne. So things certainly have been kind of back and forth. Each side has had their swing. Now they'll have a chance to take a break here, and we'll see what happens here in the second half as the number 1 team in 8-man football, Pawnee, will try to move into the second round here, as they will take on, the winner of this game will take on St. Anne in round number 2. I believe that's how the bracket sets up. Let's see. Truett in the comments here, helping me out here. Truett out for the rest of the game. Jefferson, that's Landon Jefferson. That's unfortunate news there for Metro East. Andrews also out of the game here. That is Andrew Adams that we're talking about. Andrews out of the game. So 2 big firepower weapons there for the Knights out with injury. And let's see here as we are scrolling down here. The onside kick, they say, was intentional. That was a good play, though. Might have to see a little bit more. Let's see. More comments coming in here, but it's still kind of this back and forth that we have between a couple of our commenters here, which, hey, we'll take it. That's helping the algorithm out here. So keep on going, guys. Score at the half, 30-14. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the scores. We are the last game here in I8FA for this weekend. So we'll tell you how it all played out when we come back. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Yeah, really is. Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as we're at the half. As the Indians of Pawnee with a 30-14 lead over the Knights of Metro East Lutheran, who are making their first playoff appearance in 8-man football. They've only made the playoffs 3 times in school history, I've been told. And this is their first time making a playoff appearance in 8-man football. And the thing that they have going for them, one thing I will say, and I'd be interested to talk with the head coach of Metro East, Michael Koch, after this ball game. There's only one senior on the roster. So you look at Metro East, they're going to have a lot of these guys coming back. There's some players here. Metro East, this is going to be a good football team here in 8-man football. So don't let the fact that they're number 16 here in the playoffs, I mean, this is their 3rd trip to the playoffs, first time in 8-man football. Don't let that fool you, folks. This is a team not going anywhere. They're going to have a lot of their players back next year. So this might be a team that's, I don't know, maybe better than 5-4. They're at 5-4 this year, but we'll see how it plays out as still a lot of players coming back here for the 2025 year. Let's take a look at, let's see. Oh, Truitt says they made the 8-man playoffs in 2019. Okay, so it's their 2nd trip to the playoffs. So thanks for helping me out there, Truitt. So with that being said, thanks you. And hey, that's the beauty of being live here. You guys can help me out here if we. But that was the number I was given, and apparently that was not the case. Let's take a look here. Some of the scores that I've got here happening in 8-man football yesterday. Let's start with yesterday's scores on some Friday Night Football. A good game between St. Anne and St. Thomas More. St. Anne hangs on 22-20 to advance to the 2nd round. I believe all the higher seeds advanced, if my memory serves me right here. I don't have the seeds in front of me. I just wrote down the team names. Martinsville with a 52-22 win over Milford Cisna. Ridgewood picks up a 46-14 win over South Fork. We talked about South Fork in that first half, talking about their uniforms. Had some good uniforms, but unfortunately didn't do them much any good there in that ball game. 46-14, Ridgewood takes home the win there. I was up in Polo last night, saw this one firsthand. Polo takes home a 58-20 win over Alden Hebron. A lot of folks talking about Polo as the potential team that could, knock off an Amboy or a Pawnee to get themselves in contention for that state tournament, that state championship. So I saw it firsthand last night. Got off to a little slow start, but eventually Polo started running roughshod. They've got a very special kid at quarterback, so wouldn't be surprised if you see Polo making a deep run in this year's playoffs. Some football action going on today in 8-man football. Milledgeville had no trouble with South Beloit. 52-0. Milledgeville taking home the win there. West Carroll hangs on against Flanagan, 20-17. And then Amboy, who I just mentioned, defending state champion, they had zero trouble with West Central, 54-0 in that one. And again, don't forget, TSSR, you're home for every playoff game here in the I8FA 8-man football playoffs. You can check out every game right here on this YouTube page, as we'll have every game from now until the championship happening in at Monmouth College. So that's pretty exciting stuff for us here at TSSR. We're happy to bring these to you here, and we got some good matchups down the road for sure. Who will be the last team to punch their ticket into the second round? Will it be the Knights of Metro East Lutheran, or will it be the Indians of Pawnee? We'll find out here in the second half, of course. Let's take a look here as I go back to the comments here. Yep, NUIC helping me out there. NUIC football, all the top seeds have indeed won. So that is so my number was right on that one there. I appreciate the confirmation, though, by NUIC. We got a lot of folks here helping us out here in the comments tonight. It's been fun chatting along with you guys. Keep it going. Second half should be a good one. Amboy, Michael says, Amboy has so much depth and of young upcoming players that are all equally qualified to start. Yeah, that's very true. They do got a bunch of guys on that roster that very easily could be starters anywhere else. But because they're at Amboy, they got to wait for the other guys who are older up there on the roster. So that is very true there, Michael. Amboy, going to be a tough team to beat. I mean, they're the defending state champions for a reason. They've only lost one game, and it was early in the year against Ridgewood. Ridgewood's a good football team. That's nothing to hang your head at. They've only lost the one game here this year. So Amboy, gotta feel like they might be making another deep run as well here in 8-man football. Let's see. I'm going to take another break. I need to get a drink here real quick. And then when we come back, we'll have the second half. As the horn is sounded, that means we've got 3 minutes to go before the second half gets underway. So I am going to take a quick break. When we come back, second half of action between the Indians and the Knights. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we get ready for the second half of action between the Pawnee Indians and the Knights of Metro East Lutheran. Final game of the first round in the I8FA first round action. It has been a whole lot of fun here first round. Had some good games. We've had some blowouts, a little bit of both. And we are ready for the second half here. Hopefully the rain holds off here. I'm going to take a look and make sure. It's going to be wet over the next several days, but I think we're in the clear tonight. Good news is I do have those trash bags there to cover us.
Trash bag?
Huh?
You put me in a trash bag?
I'm not going to put you in a trash bag. I'm going to put the equipment under a trash bag. Nothing on the radar right now, though, so we should be smooth sailing. Anyway, it's good to be with you here. Second half of action. Pawnee will kick off. Metro East Lutheran will take over on the opening possession here of quarter number 3. And the kick booted deep. And 2 more quarters of football to determine the last team to punch their ticket to the second round. Here's Daly. Cuts back past the 30-yard line on the return. And that is where the Knights will take over. Moving left to right on your screen here tonight.
Number 4, Zach Daly with the carries.
Zach Daly with the return.
15, Caden Anderson.
And we'll see what the Knights can do. Now, again, they had a very good opening drive here in this ball game, and then actually a good couple of drives where they were able to get some big plays. And the problem now is there's a lot of guys who are hurt on the Knights side. We'll see how that holds up for him there. They hand it off here, get it to Watson. He cuts to the outside. He's to the 35. He's going to run his way towards the 40-yard line. That's Lee Watson, number 44. Excuse me. That one snuck up on me there. My apologies on that one. Excuse me. That's a gain of 6 on that play. That'll set up second down and about 4. Lee Watson. He's the main back now with Andrew Adams out of this ball game due to an injury. Daly in motion. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Watson again, and he's met in the backfield. Big stop there. See who got back there. I believe for Pawnee, that was number 47. And that is Grant Lavelle Walker.
Stopped by number 47, Grant Lavelle Walker.
Let's see here. Justin Riley is my cousin. Riley McElroy, number 2. They say second year All-State. Okay, Talon McElroy. All right. Good stuff there. 3rd down and 5. A big 3rd down here for the Knights. 1 wide receiver on each side as Oberhauser moving a man in motion. Here is the snap. Fakes, handoff, throws it left side. Tries to shake a tackle. That one not going anywhere. Forward progress will get Isaac Brokenmeyer.
Stopped by number 9, Carson Ward.
And that is going to be his first catch here in the ball game. No gain on the play, however, and it'll be 4th down and 5. Ball at the 37-yard line, and we'll see what the Knights try to do here. They're going to go for it. They're going to be aggressive here on the opening drive. 1 wide receiver left. They move Daly in motion. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff to Watson. He's going to take it himself. Obermeyer is going to get himself past the first down. Oberhauser, excuse me. Keep wanting to call him Obermeyer. I've seen a game where there was an Obermeyer. That's a gain of 5 on 4th down and 4. And it's a first down for the Knights. They'll keep this opening drive alive. Under 10 minutes to go. The Knights looking for an answer. They're still only down 2 possessions here. 2 wide receivers on each side. Oberhauser. Here's the snap. They get the little pitch pass here to Daly. He's trying to get to the outside. And the Indians are not fooled by that play. Zach Daly, no gain on that play. They've tried that a number of times. Daly's got 5 receptions on those little pop passes. But every time, it seems like they figured it out here, the Indians. They're not fooled on that play. 9:20 to go. 2 wide receivers on each side of Oberhauser. Takes the snap, steps back to pass, rolls to his right. He's going to set this one up over the middle of the field. That one's going to be caught by Daly, gain of 5.
Number 4, Zach Daly.
Zach Daly, gain of 5. And that'll be his first catch in front of the line of scrimmage. Actually, no, he had a 5-yard touchdown. My apologies. He had a 5-yard touchdown in the first half on the second possession of the game. 3rd down and 5. Another big 3rd down here for the Knights. 2 wide receivers on each side. Oberhauser steps back, looks to throw. He's going to launch this one deep over the middle of the field. That one is picked off! He might have been hit on that one. Returned by the Indians down the sideline as he shakes his way out of bounds. Intercepted by Eric Bettis. Eric Bettis returns it to the 30-yard line. And the Indians get another big turnover. Third interception of this ball game, should be the 4th. You go back to the interception that was called back because of offsetting penalties. Intercepted by Eric Bettis, number 7. And now with 8:33 to go here, the Indians will take over. 1 wide receiver split out left, 1 going to the right. Pawnee back with the football. Caden Ward moving a man in motion. Here's the snap. Fakes the hand, actually gives the handoff. Gives it to Wart as he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Actually, that is Bettis. Eric Bettis with his second carry of the ball game. That's a loss of 3. So his 7 yards in this game have now turned to 4 after that 3-yard loss. 8:15 to go here. It's third quarter. Just underway. I think on that interception, Oberhauser was hit as he threw, forcing that one to be underthrown, and Bettis read it very well. They're moving Bettis in motion again. Here's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff. They're going to do a little trick play. Now they're set up for a little flea flicker, launching this one deep over the middle of the field, and that one is in and out of the hands of the intended target. That is Wart. Ooh, trying a little trickery here on this first possession of the second half. That was a very interesting play. A little end around, a little flea flicker at the end. Launching that one deep towards the end zone. Had one-on-one coverage. And now it's third down and long here for the Indians. Haven't seen a handoff to Carson Wart yet, which is kind of surprising when he's averaging over 20 yards a carry. One wide receiver on each side. Here's a little pitch play. They're going to get it to Wart. He's going to try to cut back. He's going to come all the way back to the near side of the field. He's going to try to break some tackles, and there you go. Caden Wart hanging on to the ball as he is past the first down line, past the 20 towards the 15. Ian Skelton there on the tackle. Right on cue. Caden Wart gets to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 17. 157 yards in the first half. He's now at 174. Oh, goodness gracious. What an athlete there. Caden Wart. He's in the backfield with Ward. Ward takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. Ward looking to throw, still looking to throw, steps back, throws that one, and that's going to be incomplete. Nobody open on that one here. It'll be second down. Indians are throwing the ball a lot more than one might think. We got Aunt Lori checking in on Bob's account. Aunt Lori checking in from Oxford, Massachusetts. Doesn't know what's going on, but watching the score. You know what? That's all that matters sometimes. Zay Flay, that was a nifty little flea flicker. I agree. Too bad it didn't work here for the Indians. Here's the snap. Ward hands it off to Wart. Runs his way right up the middle. There he goes! Carson Ward again! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Indians! From 16 yards out. He's done it again. Carson Ward for the fourth time today. I mean, what do you do to stop that kid? There's just nothing you can do. He took that one right up the middle of the field, and I don't think he was touched. And now a two-point try here. Moving a man in motion. Wart going to take it himself. Oh, a little Statue of Liberty play going to the end zone. In for two. Oh, my goodness. I haven't seen that in years. Jaden Adamako in for the two-point try. I cannot believe that. A little Statue of Liberty play there. I haven't seen that since Boise State back in the day. We'll take a break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. The kickoff after the touchdown by Carson Wart, his fourth touchdown of the game. Got to update the scoreboard here. A little slow getting that one in there as the Indians take a 38-14 lead. I was just stunned that I saw what I'd seen on the two-point try. Little Statue of Liberty play to Adamako. So setting up now at the 30-yard line, the Knights will have possession here, moving left to right. They need an answer quickly. They've been outscored 38-0 after taking a 14-0 lead. Mike in the comments, that was, yeah. I mean, he's got the Statue of Liberty emoji in there as well. Like, that was perfection on the Statue of Liberty play. Here's Watson going to the outside. He's going to make his way maybe back to the line of scrimmage, get him a yard or two. Lee Watson, 1 yard carry on that one for Watson. Lee Watson is a sophomore running back, 5'10", 180 pounds. 38-24 or 38-14 our score. One wide receiver on each side as Oberhauser awaiting the snap, a whistle. Timeout called by Metro East. They want to talk things over.
Timeout, Metro.
That's their first here in the half. Mike saying, here come the Indians. Well, yeah, they have been a freight train since falling behind 14-0. Not the ideal start to this ball game here. But once it's all said and done, sometimes it's not how you start. And NUIC football helping me out here, recalling Ian Johnson, Boise State 2006 win over Oklahoma. Yeah, that's the play I'm thinking of, the Statue of Liberty. That was one of the greatest plays, one of the greatest upsets, one would argue, in college football history, we all might remember. Boise State back in 06. I miss Boise State being in contention. They're a pretty good football team still, but, I mean, they were undefeated. Everybody was arguing, should they be in the BCS? Miss the BCS days sometimes. Oberhauser takes the snap after the timeout, rolls out to his right. Oberhauser looks to throw, throws it over the middle of the field. He's got Daly. That one, a big play. Out past the 45-yard line. Gain of 17 on the play to Zach Daly. 7th catch of the game for Daly here tonight. So a gain of 16 on that one. We'll set up 1st and 10. Ball at the 46. 2 wide receivers left, 2 on the right side. Oberhauser takes the snap, looks to throw, rolls out. Oberhauser now has to cut back, now spins around, throws that one deep down the left side, and that one's incomplete. Carson Ward almost made a play on that ball, too. If you're going to throw it away, throw it out of bounds so Carson Ward can't try to track it down like Willie Mays. Tried to go all Willie Mays on that one. Just under 6 minutes to go here, third quarter, 38-14 our score. Good to have you along here. Final game of the first round of the I8FA playoffs. Will be the home of every game here for the I8FA here at TSSR. Oh, a little juke moves there. Oberhauser going to throw that one in and out of the hands of Watson. In and out of the hands of Lee Watson on that one. As Watson takes a shot. Wart in coverage on that one again. 3rd down and 10 upcoming. Ball at the 46 after a big pass play there a while back. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd down and 10, 5:52 to go. Pump fake. Oberhauser going to launch this one deep down the left side, looking for his man, and that one's in and out of the hands of the defender who was down there. Number 3, that is Dakota Coyne, nearly at his 2nd pick of the ball game. My goodness, that one right there in the paws of Coyne. And that drops to the field. That'll set up 4th down and 10. And now Metro East likely going for it here. Trying to keep this thing within range here. Pawnee, all the momentum. Here's the snap. Oberhauser rolls out to his right, launches this one deep to the right side, and that one's incomplete. Looking for Isaac Brokemeyer. And that one couldn't see because it was in front of the Pawnee players. So couldn't see whether it was trapped or not, but incomplete. Bob would have been his third pick. No, that would have been his second pick. The other pick earlier in this game was Ethan Fulton. Ethan Fulton has one. Dakota Coyne has one. And Eric Bettis has one. Those are the three picks here tonight for Pawnee on defense. 5:42 to go here. A turnover on downs, starting on the plus side of the field at the 46. Here's the snap. They hand it off. This is a different back now, running it up the middle.
Number 45, Jaden Adamako with the
Jaden Adamako, number 45. Guy I don't have on my roster here for Pawnee.
stopped by an order.
That is a carry of 5 on the play. And there is another Knight dealing with an issue as he goes down. That is number 33. That's Tyler Calvert. 6'3", tight end, defensive lineman, 180 pounds. And he is getting looked at here. 5:27 to go here, third quarter. We will be, we'll take a break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as we have an injury timeout. Players still down on the field. 5:27 to go here, third quarter. And we'll await the as they still look at Calvert here. I'll take a look. The comments haven't really been flowing here, so I didn't miss much. Looks like they got Calvert back up on his feet. That's some good news. And we'll be back to playing football here in just a bit. Once again, go over some of the scores in the 8-man football playoffs. First round, this is the final game of the first weekend of the playoffs. 16 at the beginning of the week. 8 will stand after this one tonight. St. Thomas More out after they lose to St. Anne yesterday, 22-20. I'll go over some of the other scores here a little bit later on. Good game there, though. Ward gets it left side. Wide open man past the 30-yard line, looking for a couple of blockers, and he is taken down past the 25-yard line. Ethan Fulton with the reception, his second catch of the ball game, as he's taken down a gain of, let's see, they give that one a gain of 18. To the 24-yard line. That'll set up first down, just under 5 minutes to go here. 2 wide receivers left. Ward moving a man in motion, hands it off to Wart, moving his way left side. Here goes Wart again. Cam Wart all the way down near the end zone. He's in again. Touchdown! Touchdown! Carson Wart found his way into the end zone for the 5th time here today. Back-to-back touches for Carson Wart for a touchdown. My goodness, Carson Wart. I mean, every time you feel like Metro East has had him in the backfield, he's just wiggled his way out and has made a big play for the Indians. He has touchdowns of 33, 43, 67, 16, and 24. 5 touchdowns for Carson Ward. As the snap, a direct snap, running it up the middle into the end zone for the 2-point try. And the Indians are taking control here. Taking control indeed. 46-14 our score, third quarter, 4:47 to go. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Drake Lubbert.
Welcome back. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as the kick underway here. They waste no time here. Post timeout, running it right side, looking for the corner, past the 35-yard line. Bringing it up for the Knights. That's number 23, Jake Lubbert. Jake Lubbert with the return to about the 37-yard line. That's where the Knights will take over. Mike, that O-line getting the job done. They definitely are here tonight. Yellow Banks back in the comments there. That's number 5 for the dog. That sure is number 5 for the dog. He might have another one if he gets another carry here tonight. 46-14, 46 unanswered points. As Oberhauser, moving a man in motion, turns, hands it off to Watson. He runs left side. He can't get to the edge. My goodness, the defense for Pawnee. I mean, a lot can be said about the offense for Pawnee, and rightfully so. But the defense in this game by Pawnee has really stiffened up. And Metro East just can't seem to get anything going here. They give him back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it. 46 unanswered points after it was 14-0 to start this ball game. Oberhauser steps back, pump fakes. Now he rolls to his right. He's going to have some room. He's back to the line of scrimmage, and he is shoved out of bounds. And a late penalty flag comes in, as it's going to be a late hit here on Pawnee. That's a gain of about 4 on that play by Oberhauser. He's up over 70 yards here. NUIC football helping me out here with some of the matchups for the second round. I'll go over those here in just a second. We'll await the penalty flag here, however. That will be a 15-yard penalty, though. Late hit on Oberhauser. And that'll get the Knights decent field position now. West Carroll will take on Polo Saturday at 1 o'clock. Milledgeville will take on Ridgewood at 1 o'clock. That'll be a good matchup there Saturday. Saturday will also be Martinsville at Amboy, 2 o'clock. NUIC as steps back. Oberhauser over the middle of the field, gets it to his tight end. He's going to have a first down. That's Skelton.
Number 55,
Ian Skelton. That's a 10-yard gain on the play. And I like what the PA announcer's saying here. When it's a good gang tackle, the PA announcer says he's taken down by a tribe of Indians. And St. Anne is awaiting the winner of this ball game here. Am I right, NUIC? That's the only team I haven't mentioned here. St. Anne will take on the winner of this one. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here, third quarter. Oberhauser awaiting the snap. Oberhauser takes it, gives the handoff to Watson. He just cannot get any room. That's another 2-yard loss as the defensive line here tonight for Pawnee is really making a difference. Where is Caden Anderson? I'm getting asked in the comments here tonight. Caden Anderson, number 16 for Pawnee. Haven't seen him in the ball game yet. .225 to go here. One wide receiver left. Takes the snap. Oberhauser going to throw it right side on the play-action play. There's Daly. Daly's run out of bounds. And that one near the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 5 on that play. Daly, that's his 8th catch of the ball game here tonight. Good stuff. Good playoff action here tonight. 46-14, Pawnee flexing their muscles here. 3rd down and about 8. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Oberhauser looks to throw. Pump fakes. Now he's still pump faking. Throws that one over the middle. One-handed catch! Oh, my goodness, what a catch by Isaac Brokemeyer. Just stuck his paw out there and made that catch. That's down to the 24-yard line, gain of 13. Oh, my goodness. That was a great catch there by Brokemeyer. Here's the snap. Oberhauser, pump fakes. Now he's going to roll out. He's got some room. 15, sheds a tackler. He's going to be out near the 10-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Oberhauser. Gain of 11 on that play. That's the 12th carry of the ball game for Oberhauser. Abe Oberhauser up close to 100 yards here tonight. He's got 89. Got 90 seconds to go here, 3rd quarter. As they await the snap, Oberhauser fakes, gonna roll out to his right, able to throw back across his body, wide open, Ian Skelton! He walks into the end zone! Touchdown, Knights! Ian Skelton from 12 yards out. As the Knights on the board, they finally break the 46-0 run by Pawnee. And now an extra point try here. As number 23, that is Drake Lubbert. As he takes the snap, high snap, that one blocked. That is blocked. A high snap on that one. Eric Bettis getting in and making the play on special teams. The extra point try is no good. 46-20 our score, 3rd quarter. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. We got folks in the comments. I want to address something happening there in the comments there. Mike pointing out that Watts, that's number 52 for Pawnee, Caden Watts, says that's a big fella. And John comes in and says, shout out to number 52 from the Shenandoah Valley. And then Bob comes in, says, yeah, Watts ate me out of food. Ate me out of food at his home back in June as the kick goes out of bounds. Bob, were you hosting a football luncheon or something? Big number 52, Caden Watts, 6'4", 235. Yeah, he alone might eat you out of the food in your house. I guess we weren't. We were not invited. That's not very nice. I tell you, there he goes, big number 52. Could you zoom in there, number 52 in red over there? In red. He is the big man right there in the middle of your screen right there. That's the kid we're talking about. He's book smart, but whenever it comes to that's a big dude right there, 6'4", 235. What's it like being that tall? I'd like to know. Here's the snap, hands it off to Caden Ward, and there he goes again. That is Carson Ward. I keep saying Caden. I was talking about Caden earlier. Carson Ward now with a 9.5-yard gain. Are they going to give him the first down? They gave him the first down. So Carson Ward with not a touchdown, a rare sight. He's got 10. Before that, he had 10 carries. He's got 5 touchdowns. So you do the math. Wait till you see number 83 in Amboy, Evan Flanagan. I've seen number 83 at Amboy. That is a big dude. Here's the snap. They pitch it left side, getting it to Ward. Outside, down the sideline. He's still on his feet, and he's breaking more tackles. Oh, what a juke move! There he goes again! How in the world did he get that one done? Touchdown, Carson Ward! How in the world did he do that from 55 yards? It looked like he was going to get thrown out of bounds a couple of times. He shook off those tacklers, made a juke move, stayed in bounds, and rumbles his way into the end zone. How? I don't understand. That's not human what we just witnessed there. Carson Ward, his 6th touchdown on 12 carries, mind you. He has 12 carries tonight, and he has 6 touchdowns. 1 touchdown from 33, 1 from 43, 1 from 67, 1 from 16, 1 from 24, and 1 now from 55. 6 on the night. They asked me in the press box how many he's got. He's up to 6. There's a man down here for Metro East. That's Zach Daly. And that is another big piece here on the Knights offense. It just doesn't. What we're witnessing tonight here, folks, might be one of the greatest running performances I think I've ever seen in football. And I've covered a lot of football in my years of broadcasting. I've got the player up. I believe it's Daly. Oh, no, that's number 1 for Metro East. I don't have a number 1 on my roster. Oh, it's because I'm looking at the wrong roster. Cody Morgan helped off the field. Some more reactions there. Yellow Banks, a 6 certified dog. I'm pretty sure I know who Yellow Banks is, and I'm never going to doubt your word ever again. Not that I doubted you. You've seen them before. You know firsthand. But Michael saying he's a tank. That was pretty much what a tank would look like out there on the field. Good thing I took over the took the over on touchdowns. Goodness gracious. Now, taking the snap. They're going to do a little trick play here, running it left side and making his way into the end zone. And shoving his way into the end zone is Eric Bettis, who also is having a good night. 2-point conversion for the Indians. They lead it 54-20. 36 seconds to go here in the third. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. A 6th touchdown by Carson Ward, the senior running back for the Indians. As that's a line drive kick. Oh, that hits off of one of the Knights. Able to fall on it there is number 44, and that is Lee Watson. Able to fall on it. More reaction coming in from the touchdown there a moment ago. I love watching that kid run. He runs hard like a running back should. Never shies away from the contact. No, sir. He was not shying away from anything on that play. Michael Talking about Amboy Heath, yeah, number 20 in the backfield. He is a beast. I remember seeing him. John says, get away from the cops with that speed. We got answers about the story involving Caden Watts. Apparently the Watts family visited them in Massachusetts back in June, and he is a hungry dude. Here's a throw by Oberhauser, left side, or right side, excuse me. That's a big play, blown up. You want to take a guess on who blew that one up? Carson Wart. Carson Wart now with a tackle for loss. That's a 2-yard loss. And that is Lee Watson who comes up a little limp on that one. He's a little slow getting back to the huddle. 2-yard loss. But that looks like it'll be the final play here of the third quarter. One more quarter, and the Indians flexing their muscles. The number 1 team in 8-man football. We head to the fourth quarter. They lead it by 34. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Fourth quarter of action. About to get underway. The Knights with the football, trailing by 34, 54-20. The Knights, though, on their last possession, did get their first points since the first quarter, as they've been dealing with the injury bug here today. 4 wide receivers split out for Oberhauser. Steps back, looks to throw, gets it to Daly. Daly shakes off a tackler. And after a 2-yard loss on the first play, they're going to get to about 2 yards to go here. Zach Daly, 10-yard gain on that play. And it'll be third down and about 2.5. Little no huddle here as hustling off the field. A couple of guys for Pawnee. Oberhauser, penalty flag comes out.
Flag on the play.
And this play will not count. I think they had too many men on the field. Pawnee. I could be wrong. But it does look like we'll see what the penalty flag is here as the officials come together. They wave the play off. But the official just placed the ball further up the field, so they're not moving the first down sticks. They've got the ball marker past the 1st and 10 line. We're going the wrong way here, fellas. So they waved the – I've never seen that before. I've never seen an incomplete pass get moved up 3 yards. Here's the snap. Throws that one over the middle, that one in and out of the hands of Skelton.
Pass intended for number 55, falls incomplete.
And now it'll be 2nd down and 10. What in the world just happened? We got Caden Watts' sister, the older sister, in here. Says can't leave any snacks lying around when you're dealing with Caden Watts. All right. Michael commenting on the officiating. I've never seen that before in my life. Oberhauser rolls to his right, throws it back left. That one over the head of Daly, incomplete. We've had some good folks here in the comments tonight. We appreciate you guys chatting with us. 11:06 to go here, third quarter. Third down and 10 after the bizarre play there just a moment ago. We had a penalty waved off on an incomplete pass, and they moved the ball up 4 yards and gave them a first down. Learn something new every day here, folks. Here's the snap. Oberhauser looks to throw. Going to launch this one over the middle of the field, looking for his man, and that one in and out of the hands of Brokemeyer. That one just out of the reach of Brokemeyer. Yellow Banks talking about Carson Wart a little bit more. Says he was in Pawnee watching a game, watched Wart have an off day. Every time he got the ball in the second half, he lowered his shoulder and hit everything in white. Just running angry in that second half. Carson Ward is your brother there, Dexter. Good to have you with us, Dexter. Here's the snap. Oberhauser, little screen pass to the tight end, and that one falls in and out of the hands of Skelton on fourth down. And Skelton, a little slow to get up as he hit the turf pretty hard on that one. He's up, though. May have lost his breath there a little bit. He'll probably check out here for a play or two, but big kid like that. Probably see him back out here. You never know. 54-20, fourth quarter of action underway. I'll tell you, that's the one thing I've not been good at here. Changing the quarters here so far. Other than that, I've kept up on the scoreboard. We had a lot of scoring here so far. One wide receiver left. They've got a new back. What's that guy's name? It's a guy now that's not on my roster. Here's this handoff to number 45 right on his way right side. I think it's Obermacher. That's what they call him.
Number 45, Jaden Ademacher.
Ademacher.
Stopped by number 10, Grant Downing, and number 30, Aiden McClue.
Gain of 3 on the play for Jaden Ademacher. Is that what it was? Yeah. Gain of 3, maybe 4 on that play. Second down and 6. About 10.5 to go here, fourth quarter. As Pawnee taking their sweet time here. Wart, not on the field right now. As they've split the field out here. 4 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. They're going to throw it left side. Got his man. Shakes some tacklers. Spins. Still on his feet. And I tell you what, this Indian team does not go down easy. That's Ethan Fulton.
By number 10, Grant Downing.
I mean, that was a lot of running for only a 2-yard gain on that play.
We'll bring up an Indians third down.
Third down, under 10 minutes to go here. I've been warm for the most part here, but I think I'm starting to lose it a little bit on my hands here. My one hand is starting to get a little chilly here. I should have brought the gloves here tonight. I didn't do that. 2 wide receivers left, none on the right side. Ward in the backfield. Caden Ward hands it off. Right side, breaks a tackle, goes to it down the sideline, past the 20-yard line, and run out. Ademacher.
Number 4, Zach Daly.
Jaden Ademacher. I've got that written down now so I don't forget it this time. From the 36, he goes to the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 19 for Ademacher. Ball is at the 18-yard line now. 9 minutes to go here in this ball game. 2 wide receivers, 1 on each side of Ward. Ademacher takes the handoff, runs his way left side, looking for the corner, and he's past the first down line, looking for the end zone. It's Ademacher, and he is in. Touchdown, Indians. Jaden Ademacher runs his way in from 18 yards out. And Jaden Ademacher into the end zone, and the Indians lead 60-20. Zay helping me out here, saying hard to keep up with some things. Yeah, you're telling me there's a lot going on here. We got a small crew running these things here today, but we are happy to be here with you guys today. As they roll out to the right side, throwing it left side. There's Carson Ward. Now he's throwing touchdowns or 2-point conversions. And that one in for a 2-point conversion. Carson Ward to Riley McElroy for the 2. What can't this kid do? Now he's playing quarterback on a trick play right there. 8:42 to go. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Some kind words being said in the comments. I appreciate that there, Kenneth and Bob. We've had some fun here tonight. High-scoring affair here, at least for the Pawnee side, as that one returned from the 15-yard line, running it right side, trying to get to the sideline. Get the angle. He's past the 30-yard line, as that one returned by Metro East's number 23, Drake Lubert. And with a running clock now, 42-point lead for the Indians. Since being outscored 14-0 in the first quarter, as the cheerleaders are still going on their jumping jacks, post 62. They're going to get a good workout here tonight. As the clock ticks down. I spot the ball here at the 34-yard line, 33-yard line, actually.
Can you not math still?
I can math, but the scoreboard says one thing, and then the ball placement's another thing. Oberhauser in the shotgun, awaiting the snap. Oberhauser takes it, hands it off, gives it to Watson left side. He breaks to the outside. Breaks some more tackles. Watson still on his feet. He's past the 45-yard line. Lee Watson with a good carry on that one. That'll be a gain of 13 on the play for Watson. Nice carry there. Ashton already making early predictions here. St. Anne awaits the winner of this one. I believe that'll be right back here because St. Anne was home this week too. So I think that's how it works in the state of Illinois. If both higher seeds won, the higher seed then wins, or the higher seed gets the home game. There's a little pitch play to Daly there, and he is stopped for no gain. As, man, the Pawnee defense here in the second half has just been excellent here. That's a 3-4 yard loss there for Zach Daly. And we're approaching 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. I mean, the defense, since that drive, those early drives, and be it they've kind of been helped a little bit by Metro East and the injury bug. They've had a number of their players out in this ball game. Andrew Adams out. As a throw right side, that one in and out of the hands of Zach Daly.
Intended for number 4, Zach Daly. Falls incomplete.
We've seen Landon Jefferson also leave this game with an injury. Neither player returned. Those were players making plays here early in this ball game. 30-yard reception for Jefferson. And Adams was making some excellent plays in the receiving game. He did have a touchdown in that first half. But since they left, Metro East just hadn't been able to get anything going here. Here's Oberhauser rolling right side, using his wheels. He's going to get to the 45. He's still on his feet. Down the sideline, and he's past the 40-yard line. A good run by Abe Oberhauser. That is a good play on that one. We'll see where they mark him. They mark him at the 35-yard line. 15 plus 6, that's 21 yards. So Oberhauser goes over 100 yards. He's sitting at 110 yards rushing here tonight. I don't believe that was the game plan to have him running, though, as much. I could be wrong, but here's the snap. Turns, hands it off to Watson. Runs his way left side. He's to the 30. He's still on his feet, 25-20. Shakes the tackle at the 15. Jukes a man near the 10-yard line. A good run by Lee Watson as he's going to be taken down near the 10-yard line. Gain of 25 on the play.
And number 34, Breck Martin.
And that'll set up the Knights with first and goal here. Clock still ticking, 4:35 to go. Oberhauser in the shotgun, in the pistol actually, because they've got Watson right behind him. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff to Watson. Oberhauser rolling to the right side, trying to get to the pylon. There goes Oberhauser into the end zone, and that is a touchdown for Abe Oberhauser. He's been using his wheels here, and he gets rewarded with a touchdown on the ground. Touchdown, Knights. As the clock still ticking here with the large lead for Pawnee, 62-26. Now the score. As we'll await the 2-point try. Some more reaction to the matchup next week, potential for Pawnee. Here's the snap. Oberhauser pitches it, getting it to Daly, who runs his way in for the 2-point try. And that is in. So they're 2 for 4 on 2-point tries. And Pawnee still leading this thing. A penalty flag comes out, however. And we'll see what the flag is. I wonder if it was after the play. The try is good after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, so we'll keep the 2-point try successful there. Josh in the comments has been saying, or Ashton says, if you can contain number 9, and it'll be a good game. Well, let me just say this here, Ashton, after watching it in person, it's easier said than done. That is not an easy task, keeping old Carson Ward at bay. Let me just tell you that. Got to have some big fellas on the line making some plays. Got to make your tackles there, too. He runs angry. He'll shake off tacklers left and right. Josh, also in the comments, said, I'm sure multiple teams thought that this year and found out Pawnee is not a walk in the park. No, they're number 1 for a reason here, folks. There was some questions I did see on social media about Pawnee being the 1 seed here in this 8-man playoff. But they have really flexed their muscles here, kind of showing, hey, we do deserve to be the 1 seed here. And when you got a guy like Carson Ward on your team, absolutely. Absolutely.
Kicking for Metro East, number 23.
23, kicking it away here, Drake Lubert. As he will kick it away here for the Knights. A little pooch kick there. Line drive onto the ground. That is caught near the 45-yard line. And they're going to keep the clock spinning here with the large lead. 62-28, 4 minutes to go here in this ball game. The Indians will take on St. Anne, who was able to hang on against St. Thomas More. Close ball game there. Great ball game. Ashton must be a St. Anne fan. She's trying to defend, saying, oh, well, doesn't look like they got many options for Pawnee. Well, I disagree with that, actually. We've seen a number of guys make impacts here on this one. Timeout, Pawnee. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here after the timeout, handing it off, getting it to their man there, shaking tackles, running his way down to the 25-yard line. Looking to see who that number was. Was that number 14? That was number 14 for Pawnee. That is Stone Palestina with the carry. Oops, that's Caden Anderson, excuse me. I misread the number. That is a big gain on that play from the 45 to the 26, a gain of 19. One wide receiver on each side as the clock continues to tick. There's a play clock there that's at 10. And the Indians are going to use every ounce of that clock. Here's the snap, hands it off, gets it back to big number 16, Caden Anderson. And he is taken down with a fumble recovered by Pawnee. They're able to fall back on it. 2:25 to go here. That might be the second time this weekend I've seen there's a fumble and I didn't see it. There might have been players in the way there. Up to the 16-yard line, however. Who do we give that to? Is it a 10-yard gain? We'll give it to Anderson, even though Caden Anderson fumbled it. 2 minutes to go now as the Indians will advance to the second round. Here's the snap. Rolling to the right side is Clark. Penalty flag comes in, and we might have a holding penalty here. That is indeed the case here. Holding on the Indians. And that will push things back even further here. Some more reaction going in here on the thing with 8-man football is that your top guy is that guy. Has that day, very few people can stop him. Yeah, ask the Knights about that here tonight. We intend on talking with both head coaches here in the postgame, so stick around here for the postgame show. As we're approaching 1 minute to go here. Number of guys coming in here. This might be victory formation here for Pawnee, as it sure is. There's a knee down. That'll be about a 5-yard loss there. They'll have to knee it down one final time. One more knee, and that will do it here. Carson Wart versus Chris Link next week will feed families. That will be an interesting matchup, that is for sure. And another knee down, 5 yards. Got to mark those down as losses, however. But that will do it. And the number 1 seed from Pawnee is moving on. Metro East go home here, 5-5. They finished the regular season. They finished the season as a whole, I should say. 5-4 in the regular season. And now they will head home. The Indians advancing. They will take on St. Anne in the second round. As what should be a good matchup next week against St. Anne. So once again, final score is 62-28. Let's take a break, and when I come back, I'm going to have some numbers for you here. And we'll go over some more reaction in the comments. Again, stick around because we do intend on talking to both coaches. I did get a hold of both coaches before the game. So we hope to talk to both coaches here in the postgame, Michael Koch and Josh Talley. So with that being said, we'll chat with everybody, and we'll be back after this. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as they're jamming out to Delta Dawn here in the post game. I love it. I love it. Good to have you with us here. What a ball game for the Pawnee Indians. They move to 10-0 on the year, and they will take on St. Anne in the second round of the I8FA playoffs. My apologies, the long pauses. I'm trying to do some quick math here. Doing my math here as I tally up the scores, tally up the stats, and I'll have some stats for you here in just a second. But what a day. We talked about him in the comments. 44 there. We talked about him in the comments. Carson Ward. I mean, the kid is special. And I was warned coming in that you need to keep a very close eye on number 9, Carson Ward. And he made those, everybody who was talking about it, it is very true. Very, very true. Y'all were right. I appreciate you guys giving me the insight because, my goodness, that kid is very special. What he was able to do here today is maybe one of the greatest rushing performances I have ever seen in person. I've seen some good performances. I've seen a kid run for almost 300 yards. I've seen a lot in my time calling football, but this is unlike anything I've ever seen here tonight. 6 touchdowns on 12 carries here tonight for Carson Ward. 279 yards on 12 carries, if my tally is correct. But I mean, it's hard to mess up when you only carry the ball 12 times. 279 yards on just 12 carries. He had a touchdown from 33, 43, 67, 16, 24, and 55. Majority of those, he was untouched. Like, this kid gets to the edge and turns on the burners, and he is long gone. So what we just witnessed here tonight, I mean, it is a work of art. So 279 yards rushing for Carson Ward on just 12 carries, 6 touchdowns. What a day indeed. Some other stats here as I take a look here. We take a look and see. Number 7, Eric Bettis, had 2 carries for 4 yards. 3 carries on the day for number 12. That is Caden Ward. Actually, that is 5 carries for 17 yards because the 2 kneel downs. Those count as rushing attempts. Let's see here. Jaden Adamako, 46 yards on 4 carries in cleanup duty. 29 yards on 2 carries for number 16, Caden Anderson. And receiving, didn't need to throw the ball all that much for Pawnee with Carson Ward slinging running the ball up and down the field. But 24 yards receiving on 3 catches for Ethan Fulton. 1 catch for 22 yards for number 6, Riley McElroy. And that is your scoring stats there. Also had a pick 6, I should mention. Dakota Coyne had a pick. Pawnee intercepting Oberhauser. Was it 3? It was 3 times, right? Ended up with 3 interceptions on the day. 1 return for a touchdown. And that 1 touchdown, that pick 6, really kind of gave the Indians that momentum. They took that momentum, that gave them the lead, and they just kept running with that momentum as the game went on. So, I mean, that was a very impressive defensive performance. And the defensive line, one thing I do got to say, the defensive line caused all sorts of problems here tonight for the Knights after the Knights ran up and down the field. They had 2 50-yard drives, basically, to start this ball game, and they ran right down the field on those 2 possessions. You're like, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, the Indians said, all right, that's enough. That's enough of that. And the Indians were able to shut down the Knights down the stretch here by the tally of 62-14 after the Knights of Metro East Lutheran got out to a 14-0 lead. Some stats for Metro East. I was able to tally some of those up here tonight. We got 13 carries for Abe Oberhauser for 110 yards. He finishes that there on those 13 carries. 8 carries for 8 carries for 51 yards. I think the cold is starting to mess with my head a little bit. Let's see, 7 carries for 17 yards for Andrew Adams, who left this game with an injury. Of course, we hope he gets a speedy recovery there in the offseason. And Andrew Adams, he is a junior, so he'll come back. We'll hope that he can come back and be better than ever there next year for the Knights of Metro East. In receiving, they were slinging the ball all over the place here tonight. Abe Oberhauser, I mean, this kid can sling it. But he was, unfortunately, had some interceptions here in this game that kind of gave the momentum back to the Indians. And Oberhauser still had quite a bit of yardage here tonight. I'll get the full tally here in a second. But it was 5 catches for 49 yards for Andrew Adams, who, again, left this ball game. Then you had Zach Daly with 9 catches for 52 yards. 1 catch for 30 yards for Landon Jefferson, who also left this game with an injury. It was 4 catches for 44 yards for the big tight end, big number 55, Ian Skelton. 2 catches for 2 catches for 13 yards for number 21, Isaac Brokemeyer. And then 1 catch for -2 yards for Lee Watson. Lee Watson, who came in at running back, who tried to kind of do what he could, but wasn't much he could do because this Indians defense just played out of their minds in that second half. I mean, it was very impressive to watch that here tonight, that defensive performance, getting the interceptions, stopping the running plays. I mean, the Knights just had no other chance. They had no chance. They just had no chance there in the second half with a defense as good as the Indians put out there in the second half. So, again, we're looking to chat with both of the coaches here in the postgame. That is the goal here on our postgame here, as, once again, final score 62-28. The Pawnee Indians into the second round, and they will take on St. Anne. We'll go over some of the matchups here that happened earlier this weekend as we await the coaches to come on up here. Let's take a look at some of the scores happening from earlier today. Milledgeville got a 52-0 beat down of South Beloit. Milledgeville into the second round. West Carroll hanging on against Flanagan. West Carroll 20-17, a good game there. Amboy, boy, they had no trouble with West Central here today. That's a good West Central team too, but they ran into a buzzsaw. Amboy, defending state champions, they're into the second round. 54-0 was your final score there. Some games from yesterday. St. Anne 22-20. They hang on against St. Thomas More. Let's see. Martinsville defeating Milford Cisna by the score of 52-22. Ridgewood 46-14 over South Fork, and Polo defeating Alden Hebron by the score of 58-20. Look at some of the comments that I got here from folks here tonight. If you guys got any questions for the coaches here, by the way, feel free to put those in here as well if you want to. If you want to, I'll try to get to some of them if I can. Let's see. Let me take a look here. Where was I here? Ward Mike says can sling it too if they need to. I mean, yeah, if you need to, but that's the thing. You don't really need to when you've got Carson Wart there in the backfield for Pawnee. So it'll be another great weekend of football next week across Illinois. It's supposed to be 62 and sunshine. Wish the best of luck to all teams as they move into the second round. Is that really the weather forecast? I haven't seen. It's certainly cooled down here over the last couple of days. And we're going to get a lot of rain this week, so don't know how that's going to affect the fields. There should be some time to dry them up before we play some football next week here. And, of course, your home for every I8FA football game is right here on TSSR Game Time Live on this YouTube page. If you would like to check out some of the matchups down the road, second-round matchups, we'll have them here for you here on this YouTube page. Andrew says, looks great versus a team that doesn't tackle, probably mid versus some of the better defensive teams in the league. Never know. Never know. We'll see how it plays out next week. That was something that I'm sure the Knights are going to work on here in the offseason. Some tough job, but I mean, you also look at it in the way of Carson Wart. He was just shaking off tacklers. Like, he was making moves, he was juking, he was doing this, he was doing that. He was special tonight. And so he made some runs that I've personally never seen in my life. And I've watched football for a long time, folks. I have watched a lot of football. So, I mean, some of those runs tonight were angry runs, throwing guys all over the field. And, Michael, appreciate that. Good job pronouncing all those names. I'll be honest, I'm not very good with pronouncing names, so the fact I was able to do that is kind of impressive here. So as we've got the Metro East Lutheran head coach, Michael Koch, joining us here on TSSR. Got that on there, Coach? All good to go?
I think
all right.
so.
All right, sounds good. Well, Coach, certainly not the result you guys were looking for here tonight, but let's talk a little bit about the good here. We're not going to keep it all bad here for you. Let's talk about the good here. You guys got off to a really fast start here.
Yeah.
You stopped them on 4th down on that first possession, went down, scored a touchdown. That onside kick, was that by design, by the way? Was that a designed onside kick?
We were trying to kind of chip it and more of a play, trying to get it closer to the sideline, let some of our guys run to it. But, it kind of, sometimes you just got to hope the ball bounces your way. And that time it bounced our way, and, we made plays. So I think, when we played within ourselves, we went and we made plays, we played with them. So I think, going into it, I talked to them about, want to make history. We never beat Pawnee. And, no 16 has ever beat a 1, so it's let's make history. Let's do you want to be a legacy? So I think Pawnee's a great team, but I think we knew we could play with them, and when we made plays, we were right there with them. But every I told them we make a mistake, they're going to capitalize, and it seemed like every time we made a mistake, they were taking it for a long ways somewhere. So it's just and then we kind of got some injuries and just that. But I'm happy with how our guys fought. They, we took their punches. We were right there, and I think a couple plays here and there, and I think we're definitely making it a lot closer game than that.
Yeah, and I think that's something that people are going to overlook. They're going to see the score. They're going to say, 62-28 really wasn't that close. I think it was a lot closer than a lot of people. I had a lot of people in the comments that were pretty surprised by how this game was playing out, especially in that first half. And then I think the injury bug, like you mentioned, the injury bug kind of hit you guys. How are those guys doing, by the way, that got bit by the injury bug there?
Yeah, I mean, they're hurting, some of them, I think, it's kind of wait and see till Monday,
right.
What, from that. But I'm hoping they're not too serious from that. But but I mean, the way we kind of do things too is, it's just next man up.
Yep.
So it doesn't, yes, we have good players, good stars, but guess what? It's, if someone gets hurt, so it's up to the next guy. And some of our guys did step up, and we had opportunities to make a lot more plays there. And I think there's probably at least 3 touchdowns or something we left. So I think if we put 3 more touchdowns up there, I mean that's a game.
Well,
so.
and you keep the ball away from a guy like Carson Ward.
Yeah.
I mean, what's it like game planning for a guy who can just wreck a game as much as he did, over 250 yards on just 12 carries here tonight?
Part of it was he's a great player, but it's our job to not make him into that great player. We're just he's great at having his head down and running forward, and we're trying to pre-show our guys, hey, you've got to come in low, attack the hip, wrap and squeeze. Right. You do that. You do that, you'll stop him. And when we did that, sometimes we did, but you give him an inch and he's gone. So he's a great back, great player. So that's part of that is you can't. You have to make those plays. If you don't make those plays, the only thing you're doing is you're going to watch him running. So that was the goal, to try to make them a little more, make someone else beat us. And just when we got to it, I think we were in the spots for that. We just didn't make the play when we took a breath. And when we take that breath, he was already gone.
We're talking to the head coach of Metro East Lutheran, Michael Koch, joining us here on TSSR. Coach, won't take up much more of your time. I know you've got a drive back here tonight, but do want to say, I mean, something as I look at you guys' roster, I think I only saw 1 senior on your guys' roster, so you've got a lot of these guys coming back.
Yes.
You're a program that hasn't been to the playoffs a ton over the years, but you guys are here in the playoffs. You're 5-4. You've got everybody coming back. What's the outlook look like for this Knights team going into 2025?
I think, obviously very, very positive. And I think even when this group was freshmen, I think we had 10 or 12 of these kids as freshmen. So, I mean, I kind of knew, oh, boy, when they get to be seniors, that's that's going to be our year. So obviously, and especially the second half of the season, we've really progressed. I'm very happy with how we progressed and everything. So I think going into next year, over the summer, so I think a lot of them are already kind of, got in the bug of, hey, we want to lift, you want to get faster, we want to stronger, we want to do some of the sports, So I think it's just getting everyone on that board of, hey, okay, you've seen this, how do we want to be better? So, we talk about trying to change that culture of, hey, we can turn Mel's into a football, but it takes everyone. And so, like, the last couple games is showing up. And so, we've done a good job of that. And so I think it's just continuing that into the winter, into the spring, in our summer workouts, and just knowing, hey, this is where you want to get to. Hey, you've seen what the good teams can do. That's what we got to do. So if you want to be at that level, that's what we got to do.
Well, and you can show them highlights from this game here as well. You guys were able to compete at times here with Pawnee. Yes. Pawnee's a really good football team out there, and you guys, again, you got a bright future. A lot of you guys coming back, so excited to see how things play out in 2025. Coach Koch joining us here from Metro East Lutheran here. Appreciate the time, Coach.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's head coach of the Knights there of Metro East Lutheran, Michael Koch, joining us here on TSSR. We are awaiting the head coach of Pawnee. That is Josh Talley, who I believe is at the bottom of the stairs here, talking with the Metro East head coach. So we'll chat with him in just a moment. As Pawnee into the second round here after a 62-28 win over the Knights of Metro East Lutheran. And I believe Coach Talley joining us here up here at the press box here. So we'll get him his headset here and chat with him real quick before we sign off here. Coach Talley, appreciate the time here. Congratulations, moving on to the second round here. Game didn't probably start out the way you wanted it to. What was Metro East Lutheran throwing at you guys that kind of had you guys a little rattled there in that first half?
I think Coach did a good job getting his boys ready. They came out swinging. They were ready for a fight, and they definitely hit us in the mouth those first two drives. I don't know if they necessarily threw something at us that we weren't prepared for. Some sloppy tackling at the start of the game, and even throughout the game, just too many missed tackles. And I think our boys came out maybe a little cocky, underestimating their opponent, and You can't do that in the playoff game. They're here for a reason. Coach has done a great job getting them prepared. They're a much better football team than we saw in Week 4. And they're going to be a force to be reckoned with next year. That's going to be a really good football team, and look forward to keep competing with them. They definitely helped us get better today.
Yeah, and they got a lot of their starters. Only one senior coming back. One senior graduating, so they got a lot of those guys coming back next year. So interested to see what the future has in store for those guys. But then your guys, you kind of went into overdrive, and the guy getting it all started was Carson Ward. That kid is special, and I was told coming into this game, keep an eye on number 9, and he showed it here tonight. 279 yards I had on 12 carries here, 6 touchdowns. What's it like having that guy in your locker room, knowing that he can take over a game the way he did here tonight?
Well, obviously you see his athleticism on the field. I mean, he has the ability to take the ball and go score from just about anywhere on the field. Having him on your side of the ball is great. I love that we don't have to game plan for him. We have to game plan with him. But probably what you guys don't get to see as much is his leadership. He did a great job at halftime, kind of calming the team down, rallying them together, and just letting them know that we just got to continue doing the little things right, keep playing Pawnee football. He's just a great leader. He's a great kid, and obviously a great athlete as well.
But the guys in front of him were making some big plays there too. The offensive line, and then that kind of leads into the defensive line that was also making some plays. Guys playing on both sides of the ball. Your defensive line really shut down at least the running game there for the Knights here tonight. Those guys made an impact there, and then you were able to make some defensive plays there. I mean, the defense stepped up when you guys needed them to step up here tonight. They came in and they made some plays here for you.
Absolutely. As you said, Carson, his stats kind of jump off to you at first glance, and rightfully so. But he probably doesn't have those stats without those guys up front. Yeah. And then obviously we're not able to score that many points if our defense isn't getting stops. And just like any football game, and we talk about it all the time, the game's won in the trenches. So this offensive lineman, defense lineman may not get the stats and the love that the skill guys get, but if if you're dominating in the trenches, you're going to have, you're going to find a lot of success. And, we have some great offense and defensive linemen that, play physical and do a good job of, establishing or resetting the line of scrimmage and getting a good push on offense so, our skill guys can go make some plays.
We're talking to the head coach of the Pawnee Indians, Josh Talley, joining us here. Coach, you're on your way to the second round here. Like I said, I know you had that that first quarter where you're kind of trying to find yourself there a little bit here. What kind of adjustments are you going to be making going into next week for the second round matchup so that you guys start off maybe a little quicker than you may have here tonight?
I think just preaching what we've always been preaching. You can't overlook any opponent, especially in the playoffs. You do that, you're going to find yourself down 2 touchdowns in a hurry. We did a good job overcoming it this week, but you're going to each week you keep going in the playoffs, you're going to find yourself playing much tougher opponents, and you can't allow yourself to get down 2 scores. St. Anne has some great athletes. They're going to present a big challenge for us next week. So, we just got to keep working on the little things, and, we got to come out ready to go from the first whistle because, we find ourselves down 2 scores against St. Anne, we might be turning in pads the following week.
We're chatting once again with the head coach. He's the head coach of the Pawnee Indians, Josh Talley. Coach Talley, we appreciate the time here. Congratulations again on the first-round win, and good luck next week against St. Anne.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to chat with the head coach here of the Pawnee Indians, Coach Talley, here this evening. That's going to about do it here tonight for us. We had a lot of fun here. First round in the books, and the number 1 seed is moving on. Pawnee will take on St. Anne next week in the second round. That one will be back here, and we will have that one for you here on TSSR. Don't know the start times officially. We'll figure that out. Keep an eye on our social media. Keep an eye on our YouTube page. We'll have those games, though, for you. The home of the I8FA playoffs. Every single game right here on TSSR Game Time Live. Brought to you by MDH. So with that being said, thank you to everybody in the comments section here tonight. You guys made this game a whole lot of fun. We certainly appreciate that. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going next week. Let's have some more fun as the weeks roll on here on our mission to crown a champion here on TSSR. We'll have the broadcast next week for you. Until then, have a wonderful rest of your evening. For our camera girl, Alyssa, my name's Wyatt Reed. It's been a pleasure broadcasting this one. Once again, final score, Pawnee into the second round, 62-28, the final score over Metro East Lutheran. Have a great rest of your night, a great weekend, and we'll see you next week here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.